Alrighty, what is going on, folks? We are back for Pokémon's Top Cut number 32. Said that kind of backwards. Pokémon's number 32 Top Cut. We're here. Let's get right into it. Let's get right on into it here. Let me see. Do we have our pairings out yet? I don't know if we do. Hold on. Let me make sure we got the rounds rolled out. Doo-doo. 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 Let me see. I think we are just starting the rounds now. Let's get into a game. I haven't really found ourselves a game yet. Also, guys, unfortunately, Tilly couldn't make it today. I'm rocking solo for now. I mean, it's a possibility. We could maybe have somebody tap in at some point. So, keeping things open. If not, you know I'm here to hold things down. So we're good there. Let's take a look. I think we are just now starting. There it is. Top Cut, day 2. Let's take a look at the brackets real quickly. Trying to see what we're looking at. There it is. Top Cut day 2 brackets. We got to find ourselves a game to watch. Malamar Mega Absol made it? Nice. Okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. There's Ash. Mimikyu deck from yesterday went undefeated. Well, they do have one loss on their record, but that's because they showed up late. But when they showed up, they didn't lose a single game. I dropped a video on this yesterday. Go check it out on my channel. Moving down the list here, what else do we got? We're looking for a round 1 game here. A lot of round 1 buys, it looks like, this week. I wonder if that just means that people are going to get bumped right on up into the next round, right? I think so. I think that's how it's going to go. So let's see. Can I refresh this? Will this look better now? Yes, it will. There we go. Okay, so now all these players have moved up into the next bracket or the next round. I think we could watch... I was going to say Lopunny Pam Nardo, but Malamar doesn't do so hot into Altaria, right? There's not a lot of evolution happening on that deck, so... what else could we get into? What else? Oh, yeah. Kresna. We're doing Kresna first. Yep. Where are they at? Kresna versus Dot. Let's see. We're looking for Kresna. Found him. All right, now I gotta make sure they haven't started yet and we can actually catch this game. Hold on one sec. Next part. Earrings, kresna. Sorry for the dings. Those are my dings.
Now you'll see what happens to those stupid boy. You will pay.
Let's see. I'm gonna holler at him real quick. Hey, Kresna, this is Jade Ankist. I was really hoping to catch your round here, or your match here this round. I was wondering if you could just make sure to start up the stream. I do have you muted, but I have unmuted you just so I could maybe get your attention here. Again, I was really hoping you could pull up the stream for this before you guys start. There it is. Good luck. We'll see you after the round. Yo, that works every time. Also, big shout out to Kresna. Let's get this rocking and rolling. Super stoked to see this. This has been one of the more interesting decks to come out of this weekend, I feel like. Let me get the deck list loaded up for everybody. Again, big shout out. Thank you, Kresna. Going up against Magnezone. Folks, how are you feeling about the new EXs, Koraidon, Miraidon coming to the game? What do you guys think? I don't know. Right now, I'm thinking a Miraidon deck with Magnezone could be interesting, right? You essentially just swap the Ogre Pawn for Miraidon. Maybe not, though, because if you get stuck going first with Miraidon, that 2 energy retreat cost on an EX is not fun. All right, player's name is, we're going to call him Dot. Dot and Kresna. Thank you guys again for streaming this. Welcome on in, folks. This is round top, what is it? What are we up to? I think we are on top 64, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we are. Top 64 between Dot and Kresna. Kresna playing an extremely cool-looking Decidueye deck. Dot playing a Magnezone. Waiting for them to start up. Looks like they are searching currently, so it should hopefully just be a moment here. And while they're doing that, I'm going to get a couple things going in the background here. Oh no, what did I just do? Close the game, hold on. Oh no, I completely dropped out. Oops. Wrong button. All right, they're still searching, so it should be just a moment here. Double check on the match. I don't know why they're not getting into the room. I think we're having some problems with the opponent getting into the all right, sorry, a little bit of a slow start here. Wouldn't be top cut if it wasn't a little scuffed at the start, right? We're just waiting on the opponent to show up. I would ideally like to stay here. I do want to watch this match. I think this is going to be a good one. So, again, I want to stand here, and we'll watch this one. I think what we can do in the meantime, here's what we can take a look at while we're waiting on them. I'll pull up the, let's pull up the metagame tab real quickly and just kind of get a glance at who did what yesterday, where we're sitting, again, while they get into the game. Never mind, it's time to rock. Here we go. I think they're loading in now, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Taking a sec. There it is. Alrighty. Game 1. Top 64. Pocket Mads number 32. My name's Jay Dankus. We got a $100 prize pool on the line today. We are watching Dot versus Kresna. This is game 1. It is Magnezone versus Decidueye with Ariados. Also running a Spiritomb as well. I think the Spiritomb addition to this deck is very interesting. I'm also kind of surprised that we don't see more people running Spiritomb. It's honestly a really good like opening basic. 80 HP, so it's pretty tanky for a basic, right? It's got more than just 60 or 70 HP. Again, 80 HP, it's got 1 colorless attack, or a 1 energy, 1 colorless energy attack, 1 retreat cost. It just seems too good to be true. And the attack itself it does 10 damage to every Pokemon on the board, or every opponent Pokemon on the board. So, I mean, you're setting up potential 40 damage for 1 energy, and you're setting up bench damage too. I just think the card is very overtuned for how little we see it played. All right, coin flip goes out. And we're going to hit the Ariados, which is actually, I think, going to be big here. We'll do 30 damage. Then we can swap the Mesagoza out. We'll get double the card draw here. This is an awesome little tech right there. Hit the Mesagoza, get the benefit out of that, and then swap the Stadium into the Forest. Also get the tech out of that. Doubling it up. Oh, man. And then top it off with a Copycat. What a big hand this was. Kresna does have to be careful. They don't have much for, like, evolution items. They have 1 candy and 1 quick growth. So they have to kind of be careful with how they're evolving. A lot of it they have to manually evolve. They can't necessarily just use the quick growth or the candy to... Well, I guess obviously the candy, you're not candying in Ariados, but you only have 1 candy for your Decidueye. Opponent does have both their Magnetons. Gonna get them both evolved here and start charging up. See how we end up playing this on Kresna. Quick reminder, folks, we're streaming both Twitch and YouTube today. We're on Maddie's YouTube, my Twitch. If you guys aren't a part of the Twitch side of things yet, make sure to go drop a follow. We're going to start dropping predictions here momentarily, I would say. I'm a little late to get it going on this round, but maybe next round we'll get it started. So make sure you guys are followed up, start getting your channel points. That way you have something to spend. Energy going on Rowlet. I think this makes sense. Kind of unfortunate that we never found our Decidueye. I'm sure it would have been nice to open up damage all across the board here, but should still probably be okay, I feel like. Possibly. The good news is we have this Magneton down 60 HP, so it's... Oh boy. Never mind. Let's hold off on that good news until this Popsicle goes away. Ugh! Alright, no good news to be found here. Well, that was certainly something. Okay, now it's the opponent's turn here to kind of get their momentum going. Big copycat there for the opponent. Going right into Magnezone. Kresna might be in trouble here. We're gonna find out. Gotta be real, this doesn't look too great, though. There's the dart. And Spiritomb. There's our guy. A little late, but better late than never. Looks like they are going in with Spiritomb. See, the problem here, though, is a lot of things. We don't have any energy anymore. Like, we needed an X speed to happen right there. I feel like we might be too far behind on energy to pull this one out, but I could be wrong. We can still pull off a Cyrus play. Sort of. Kresna might need a new game here, I think. This is not a great start, it looks like. Sorry guys, checking a few things in the background here. If I'm a little more distracted today than normal, it's just because I am checking things in the background. I'm trying to help with, like, any sort of judge calls that might pop up. We are down a few people today as far as judges go, so a little light-handed. But that's alright, because I'm here to help out, right? Let's see. How long's it been? Wait, Seagun's here? Yo. I did not know Seagun was here. I think I'm looking at the real S1 gun. If it is Seagun, he's playing under an alias. I kind of like it. Death Troyer? It's like Destroyer, but Death Troyer. Very interesting. What's he playing? Let's find out. Mega Alt Igglybuff. All right, love to see it. We're gonna keep an eye on that. Maybe we'll follow him and watch him next round, huh? Let's see where he goes. We will... Depending on how this match ends up here, we might be following Seagun. Oof. All right, rough first game there, but that's all right. Definitely a rough start. I feel like if they would have maybe had... opponent Dot had both the Magnetons rocking and rolling on turn 2. Kresna didn't get the Spirit Tomb until way late, and I feel like that could have been a much better opening start than what we saw. But let's see. They have another game here. All right, here we go. Game number 2 between Dot and Kresna. There we go. Much better start here for Kresna, game 2. Starting with Spirit Tomb in the active, or Choreo in the active for Dot. Which, again, with Spirit Tomb, going to be great. We're also going to have the energy advantage here, so we are going to be able to get that 10 damage being spread across the board with Spirit Tomb. They have to drop the Magnemite if they want to evolve it, which means they are now susceptible to that Spirit Tomb damage. All right. Things just continue to get better here for Kresna this game. Much better start than what we had last game. We now have Spirit Tomb in the active, ready to rock. Or Choreo kind of locked into the active, too. They now have to put 2 energy on there to retreat it. This is actually kind of a disgusting setup here. As long as we can get into our dart tricks relatively easily, should be good to go. All right, sniping arrow going out. We're going with the 1 prize pointer Decidueye as well. But this might be all we need. The other Magnezone going to be stuck here, essentially, right? I think we might be looking at a Game 3 scenario, guys. Kresna looking very strong here. That other Magneton not going to be able to get set up here. Again, they can't skip from Magnemite right. Oh, wait. We could retreat in Popsicle. All right, well, that's going to be game. Even if Decidueye goes down, really not a whole lot they can do to counter it. I guess they could Popsicle their way out of this, huh? Infinite Popsicles. There it is, game 3. Right. Kresna having a much better start that second game there. Being able to get the Spiritomb in the active and then comboing it with Ariados, you lock them in there. It's kind of disgusting how that worked. All right, let's see if we can get another game like that. Waiting on the opponents to find each other. Here we go. Game number 3. It's our first round. Well, I shouldn't say our first round. We did have a top 128, but everybody buyed through it. So this is our first viewable round in Pocket Mads number 32 Top Cut. Again, this is game 3 between Dot and Kresna. Welcome on in, folks. If you guys are just tuning in, my name's Jade Ankus. I'm flying solo today, but that's all right. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button over on YouTube. Don't forget to drop a follow over on Twitch. In fact, you guys should head over to the Twitch channel now. Drop a follow, start getting your channel points going. We're going to start doing some predictions here in the upcoming round. So you guys are going to want to not miss that. Get your points going. Tuning into this game here. Looks like possibly a much more difficult start here for Kresna. We don't see our Spiritomb start. However, we do not have that terrible of a start. Hey, Rosie, with the Prime subscription over on Twitch. Big shout out to Rosie. Guys, if you aren't familiar, Rosie, going to be joining me this week on my upcoming tournament on Thursday. Can't wait for that. That is going to be so much fun. Tournament's going to happen right when the new set drops. I think 23 hours after the new set drops. We got to give Limitless some time to upload the cards. But as soon as those cards are uploaded to Limitless, we're going live with a big old tournament. I'm going to have Rosie joining me for the cast on Swiss and Top Cut. And then I think we're going to also have Jimbo tap in for Top Cut as well. So we'll have a 3-person Top Cut. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, big shout out to Rosie. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I cannot wait for this week. It's going to be a fun week, you guys. We have new packs showing up, a big tournament, big danky tournament happening on Thursday, Friday, and then we're going right into a Pocket Match tournament on Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a busy week. Again, if you guys aren't subbed up, followed up, all of that good stuff, make sure you do that now. All right. Back to the game here. We are going in with our 1 prize pointer, Dartrix. This could be it. This is all we need to seal the deal, I think, right? If we start sniping out the Magnemites before they evolve, what do? At that point, what do you do? They are going to just attack the active. And maybe that's actually a good idea too, because this is kind of all you need to do is just get rid of the active. They can't attack now. They have no energy anywhere on the field. It's going to buy you a turn. They have to evolve both the benched Magnemites. Problem is if you do evolve those benched Magnemites, they go up to outside of one-shot range for this, this Decidueye. We'll see. Let's see how they're going to play it. All right, well, we are rooting for Seagun here. Seagun down a match currently. He loses this next one, he's out of the tournament, and I would have liked to have seen him before he, got defeated. He is in top 32 right now. He snuck in with an alias. I think that's kind of funny. Seagun snuck in with an alias and made it into top cut. I'm sorry, he's top 64 right now. Well, back to the game here. Both those Magnetons sitting at 10 HP each. I don't know why we would have put the Ogre Pawn in there, other than we're just trying to get the biggest copycat we can get. I think it's looking pretty Jove at this point, right? For Magneton. I think Kresna's going to lock this in. We're not going to be able to KO Decidueye. We've got Cyrus on the bench. We've already got our EX ready to rock. I think once we set up damage here on... Oh, no way. Watch this move, you guys. Watch this. The double KO with Spiritomb. Oh, come on. Why not? That would have been so epic. All right. This works too, I guess. I guess. Why it is doing this. Download. Where's escape? Hold on. I gotta close the window. Sorry, guys. For some reason, the gameplay just bugged out on my end. There it goes. All right. Well, the 1 prize pointer comes out. Lucky ice poppin'. Again, none of it really gonna matter here, I feel like. No, maybe it will. Was that a misplay? Not getting that KO last turn. Was that a tournament losing misplay? Uh-oh. I guess not. No, we're still safe. We just knock out the KO, or KO the active. We're gonna do 100 damage into it. Still, though, imagine how cool it would have been if we ended it with Spiritomb last turn. No! Seagun's out! Feel like Darth Vader. No! Alright, there we go. Game over. What was I talking about? KO the active. Forgot we had damage on the bench. Alright, that'll do it, guys. Grats to Kresna. Moving on here with a really awesome Decidueye deck. I like that one a lot. Spiritomb locking him in. Ariados, well, I guess Spiritomb doing the damage. Ariados is the one that locks him in. Let's go back to the list here, see where everybody's at. Somebody in chat said, put on... Oh, no. Ash got 2-0'd. What happened? Oh, no. They got Hitmon-topped. Ouch. All right, let's see. Hold on. I'll bring you guys over here. Let's pull up the pairing standings, all that good stuff. Let's go to bracket form so you guys can kind of see what we're looking at here. Very unfortunate. We lost a few awesome soldiers here. We could go to this low pony deck. This looks kind of cool. Ash was right here. Got knocked out by Mega Lucario. Hitmon-top. Mega Lucario, Hitmon-top. Moving on. Death Troyer was Seagun, it looks like. Unfortunately, they also got knocked out. Dark Tina still in the mix. Prelux. Prelux is flying down the board here. Oh, I know what we can watch. Right here. Let's watch this line. We're going to go to Numa. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Where's Numa? Putting Numa on immediately. This is the line. Found it. Okay, Numa, yeah. Numa, yeah. Where you at, Numa? Oh, he might just be streaming. Maybe not. Where you at, Numa? Now, god damn it, Numa. Who's he playing against? Okay. All right. Give me a sec. Let me get the game loaded up here. 1 second. This is Kage versus Numa Tonale. Numa playing Guzzlord. Let me see where the match is actually at currently. I don't know myself. Oh, uh-oh. Victory. Is it 1-1? Or was that it? Oh no, game 3 loss! Bro, we're losing all of them. Everybody's getting knocked out. I think actually this is okay. We're gonna stay here. This is gonna go into Bestiari, and then that'll play into a Vaporeon Greninja deck. And I think this will be a good line for us to follow. So I think that's what the plan is. We'll stay here for the time being. Give me a sec. Let me get the next round set up. Why couldn't Ash play? I'm confused what happened there. Ash, hit me up in chat. Let me know what happened there. Again, we're waiting on this next round to start, guys. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, his cat did give him 10 minutes. You guys, we can't... Ugh! I hate seeing players get taken out by the rules. I think it was a time delay. Again, guys, sorry, just waiting on the next match to start. No, you're good. Please do start. Sorry, guys, little bit of a mess behind the scenes today. I'm trying to help with judging, so I'm a little distracted, I guess. All right, here we go. Top 32. Oh, no, I didn't have the deck list loaded. Sorry, guys, falling apart here. Trying to get some things handled behind the scenes. Let me get the deck list all updated here. Bestiari versus Kage. Kage playing Dark Tina. Bestiari playing Dark Ninja. Get these loaded up. I cannot wait until Thursday for the new set in the new tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's all I can think about is this new set. I don't know about you guys, but I am super stoked for this next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Oh no, hold on. I'll type this. Let me type this and I'll say it out loud too, guys. We're going to watch the match in the meantime. But let me handle a response real quickly. Unfortunate situation this week, guys. Ash, our hero, the Mimikyu deck. This is what I get for not following Ash, right? If I would have been following Ash, this never would have happened. I don't know. It's an unfortunate scenario. So it sounds like Ash said that their Limitless page got stuck, which wasn't allowing them to see the next round pop up. I don't know. This is where I'm kind of lost, and where like I was asking to see if they maybe had screenshots or any sort of evidence so we could maybe see where or how or why it was getting stuck. But at this point, there's not a whole lot we can do. Especially since we already made the judge call and the round had progressed. I didn't understand that that was the scenario in your judge request. Ash, that really sucks. And I apologize. Are you playing off your, like, how are you checking Limitless, I guess? Are you checking Limitless off your phone? I know, so also, guys, there is a 5-minute delay, so there's going to be a delay between me talking to Ash and them being able to respond to me. But let me see. I'm saying it in chat, but I'm going to also type it. Or, that didn't make sense. I'm typing it in chat, but I'm also going to say it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to tune into this game best I can. Again, I'm trying to hopefully mediate this issue with Ash. Ash is definitely an awesome player. They don't seem very... I know they're bummed, and I'm bummed for them as well, but they don't seem upset, right? Like, they're not hostile, and that, to me, is the best winning attitude you can have. We do these tournaments weekly. In fact, I'm going to also have a tournament on Thursday and Friday. Ash, I would love to see you there. Again, it's just very unfortunate that this happened, and it was it's a judge call that I think this is going to take like a lot of, I don't know, it was more than just like a quick investigation, and unfortunately I think I don't know, it just is a very unfortunate situation is the best way to put it. Ash says they were checking Limitless off their phone and it got stuck on the phone. Ash, maybe I can work with you more on this or talk with you more on this after the stream. Unfortunately, I don't want to necessarily neglect the gameplay by trying to just focus on this issue. I mean, I do, again, I'm super bummed that this whole scenario happened. But I would just say my best guess on what happened there is, since Top Cut is a little different from Swiss rounds. In Swiss rounds, we roll out the rounds one by one, right? Everybody finishes the round, then we roll out the next one. So there's kind of a checkpoint, right? Everybody hits that checkpoint in Swiss rounds, and then we roll into the next round. Whereas in Top Cut, when we start, it's like the gates are open and everybody races to top 4. So I think that's my best guess, is that since things are kind of consistently refreshing and you're not just relying on a round to refresh it, it more than likely didn't update like the winnings, right? The people winning and moving on. That's my guess. I don't know. I can't necessarily say for sure without really seeing the issue myself. But either way, we can all agree that it's definitely a bummer. And the worst possible way to go, right? When you don't even get to play the game. Ash, like I said, I'm hosting a tournament this week, Thursday and Friday, and I would love to see you there. I'd love to see all of you guys there, but especially Ash. I'll definitely keep an eye out for you. Rosie says, battle music got me moving and grooving. Let's turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna do this as well. Guys, if you like the playlist, you guys like what you're hearing, let me get you all the link. You know what I just realized too? I think, hold on. Apologies, guys. I am definitely scattered today. A lot going on. The Ash situation there kind of threw me off. Let's get back on track. Bestiari already has a win. So they are up a game currently. All right. Game 3, I guess. All right. Well, Dark Teen is starting off very strong here. Going to have all of their basics. Definitely going to have 2 Darkrai's here as well. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're Chingling locked. We're not getting anything. What am I talking about? See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention, right? Very dangerous to not pay attention. All right, let's lock into the game. I think we've got everything kind of caught up in the background. Apologies, guys. I know I'm very scatterbrained today. We are kind of shorthanded, so I'm helping out with judge calls. And I got a little more involved than I necessarily intended to. And you guys know how good I am at multitasking, talking and typing. One of my best talents. Not. One of my best talents, not. Well, I don't know if planes was the answer. Now we've got super Chinglings. Superlings. $10 damage going on Tina. There is another helmet somewhere in the deck. I mean, so how's this work? We're gonna get hit for yeah. As long as we dodged a Greninja, maybe? Maybe not. Still not great. We definitely need another Darkrai. Not even another. We need one. We need a Darkrai. And singular one. Well, we stay alive here, sort of. Not really, I guess. Putting Darkrai in the active. Well, if this one card is a Cyrus, they're in trouble. Bestiari runs 2 Cyruses. Cyri. Cyrises. Problem is, we have to bellow 2 more times here, right? We have to attach on Darkrai. I guess what I'm trying to say is we don't have enough energy to retreat and attack next turn. Because we have to attach on Darkrai to get out of the active. Greninja ready to rock. Things are not looking great. All right, here we go. We're going to attach. And I think we just have to bellow, right? This is it. Bestiari either needs a popsicle or a Cyrus. They can take out the active Darkrai with Greninja Ping and an attack. Okay. Hold on. We're stalling and balling. The race to the Cyrus. Whoever gets it first. Sabrina doesn't work, actually. Never mind. No, Sabrina. No. That doesn't work. Now our starting plane's kind of... I don't know. Does it hurt us? What are we doing here? We're going to go in. I would assume take out the Chingling. The other Chingling. This is kind of smart. This way they don't give them any more egg benefit. Just an example of how a pro player does it. Perfect execution. Surpassing all of our expectations. Guys, if you want to hear the playlist that you're listening to, I linked it in chat. Go check it out. Big shout out to Neji for Real Instrumentals. Bro's a fellow Pocket content creator. He's making about 95% of the beats you guys are hearing. If you hear any sort of like radical DBZ guitar rock music, obviously that's not Neji. Well, let's see how they're going to do it here. 20 damage going out in the act. I'm sorry, 30 damage going out to the active. So bring Darkrai down to 80 HP, which means I think we're lined up, without a Cyrus draw, we're lined up for a KO next turn on Bestiari. A double KO on Bestiari's end. Well, double frog down. Darkrai did get healed up to 130, so maybe that's enough. But maybe not, actually, because, again, now we don't have a way to... No, maybe it is, right? There's nothing left to tank on Bestiari's in. Interesting turn of events. It's one of my favorites. Chat, who can tell me where this song is from? What's the remix? All right, so that brings us down to 110. I think we lose this, though, don't we? Ugh. What do we do here? Do we just attack? There's no way we just attack. Is that the answer for real? Oh, wait, it is. What am I talking about? I didn't realize we were in KO range. Oh! Bro, I am so distracted today. I am, like... not making good calls, that's for sure. I totally missed the fact that we were in KO range there. I thought, for some reason, we were... not even close. All right. What was I looking at there? I don't know what the hell is going through my brain, but either way, I cannot believe that just happened. Akage winning. Moving on. I guess we stay here because this is going right into the match that I wanted to watch. Which is... Vaporeon Greninja. Let's take a quick look before we get into the next round. I want to see what's left on the pairings, the standings. Top Cut Day 2 bracket. Somebody in chat said that there is no more Sleep Scam left in the tournament. Sleep Scam is no more. Oh my god, it is. You guys, look at this. Not a 1. Oh! What a healthy tournament. Yo. The only dupes we have are Lucario and Meowscarada. Yo, what a healthy looking top 16 we have here. Let's find ourselves a game and get right into it. I think we're gonna probably stay with this one. Vaporeon Greninja? Maybe? It's either that or Kazic Kresna. Let's maybe do Kazic Kresna, actually. 2 Darktina matches in a row is going to be kind of a lot to deal with, right? Hold on, let me see what we're at here. Boom, boom, boom. Kazic Kresna. Perfect. All right, one sec. Searching now. Perfect. Let's hop right in there. All right, top 16 match. Happening between Kresna and Kazic. That's right. Kresna and Kazic. Kazic, excuse me. All right, let me get the deck list loaded up. I think I'll throw some predictions up over on Twitch as well. So guys, head over there if you guys want to maybe do a little gamba on the match. Let's get it going. All right, Kazic versus Kresna in top 16. Game 1 underway. We have our Spiritomb in the active. Unfortunately, we healed out all of that active damage, but we still have a bunch of damage lined up on the bench. Cyrus goes goodbye, but we don't necessarily need him. Let's see how we play it. Again, head over to the Twitch channel. We're going to drop some predictions on this one. We go. Predictions up and running. Again, guys, head over to the Twitch channel, drop that follow, start getting your channel points. That way you can start betting on these matches too. All right, we're going to Cyrus in, or excuse me, not Cyrus even. We're just going to hit the bench. I like this. Now we're set up to just finish the game with 2 hits on Darkrai. The active Decidueye not going to be able to get KO'd. They can't even retreat at this point. What's the retreat cost? 3? Ay. Take your pick, I guess. Who do you want to go for, Zoroark or Darkrai? I think you go for Darkrai. I think so. That's what I'd do. Chat says, this only shows that Sleep Scam needs a buff. No. No more. All right, I think we're looking very good here for Kresna. They can't even retreat, right? Remember, the retreat cost is 3. This deck is kind of gross how it, like, locks you in. You're stuck. Popsicle goes out. This is the only way to stay alive, is to Popsicle this Darkrai in the active. I don't even know. Like, then what, though? Because now they're stuck. Now it's a 4 retreat cost to get this Darkrai out of the active. That's the last flip on the pop. No, wait. They got the last one in! And they keep the Popsicle. No, they don't. I'm sorry. It goes away. Crazy, though. That last flip actually kind of mattered there. Sort of, right? Maybe not. I guess... Really, it's just attack with the active and then clean it up afterwards. No, it's over. Type advantage. Forgot about darkness. Type advantage. Weak to grass, so this is going to hit for 120. Bing, bop, boom, bam. We needed 1 more hit on that Popsicle, which, unfortunately, they did throw tails, so it wouldn't have mattered even if they had the time. All right, Kresna. Taking it. game 1 for Kresna. Guys, reminder, predictions are live. Go head over to the Twitch channel, start betting your channel points. I know who I'd be betting on. The underdog, right? Always bet the underdog, so that way you get an insane amount of points if you win. All right, here we go. Game number 2 between Kazic and Kresna. Kazic playing Zoroark, Kresna playing Decidueye. Decidueye Ariados. Spider-Bird. Kazic starting off... I'm sorry, not Kazic. Kresna starting off with Spiritomb in the active. They're also going to have energy advantage. There is a helmet, though. That's kind of a bummer. Copycat? Question mark? I think so. 4 unusable into 5 brand new. There we go. Got the whole line ready to go. Other than the fact that we didn't get Ariados. Okay, they opted to not put the energy on Spiritomb, just go Rowlet first. I think that makes sense. I don't think there's going to be an issue where they... Oh. Hold on. No, still no. Still no. No, never mind, there is. If they load the bench, we're in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we might be looking at a game 3, folks. Get your predictions in quick. Zoroark doing Zoroark things right now. Oh, he got it! No way! 90 damage. Yay. Holy moly, what a copycat that was. Unfortunate for Kresna, they couldn't play down their hand. It's the best they could do. If we don't find a candy right here, things are not going to be dandy. This might actually be a quick game 2. Let's see what happens. I think that's game over. Ay. Guys, not too late. Go vote. Get your points in right now. Somebody might get some easy points here. Poll's about to close, so I would get in there quick. All right, here we go. Game number 3 between Kazic and Kresna. All right. Starting off, we got Rowlet in the active. Uh-oh. Are we looking at a repeat? Again, last chance. Go get your points in. Go gamble. Can I extend the... No, I can't. I can't. The poll's about to close. Somebody put 10 points. They're going to win a lot. 10 to 1 if Zoroark wins this. Or actually, it's like, what is the... It's, the odds are 1 to 279. So you'll get 2,790 points, I think, if you win this off 10 points. It's a big up. All right, here we go. Now we're getting some people voting on it. Tough spot here. I think you might have to just... If they have the Zoroark, you're in trouble. If they don't, you have a chance. But there's no way to get right into a Decidueye line, and if they use the energy to retreat, they're down energy, right? It's just putting them in the same spot. Energy going on the Spirit Tomb. Wild. They're playing the long con. There it is. They had Zoroark in hand. Do they have another basic? Uh-oh. No way they hit the Goza. Oh, they Goza'd! Oh, no way! It goes wrong here in top 16. Oh, and it was a Bombardier. Poor dude. We're cooked. I don't think there's a way out, guys. I think this might be it for Kresna. I don't think there's a way out. They took away the Mesagoza after they used it. Oh my god, what a disgusting turn that was. Yo, Zoroark is disgusting. I don't think... The only way we win this, guys, we top deck a Rowlet. Oof, close. Close. I thought that was it. There won't be a way to get this. There's not going to be a way to survive, I feel like. Ugh. We don't have enough energy to... Enough time to build up 2 energy on a Decidueye. No way. Not like this, folks. Well, moment of truth. That'll do it, folks. Unfortunately, no way out here. How much health does Ariados have? 100? 90. Just enough. Wow. Well, still an amazing run from this deck. The Spider Bird. I don't know what's a good name for this. Ariados Decidueye is not easy to say. Spider Eye. I don't know. That's why I think Spider Bird works the best. Easier to say. Well, Kresna enjoying his time here in top 16. It's his party. He can cry if he wants to, all right? That's what I always say. While he is doing that, I'm going to get us set up for our next game here. I think we're going to go hop back into our Dark Tina player. Chat wanted to watch the end of that Vaporeon Greninja game, so we'll go back to Darktina and watch the end of that one, I think. Or even better, actually. Hold on. I got one. All right, again, grats to Kresna on the awesome run. Kazic moving on with Zoroark. I mean, either way, that was like a good match there, right? I don't mind Zoroark moving on. I would have loved to have seen the Decidueye deck move on, but I'm not disappointed with the outcome either way. Big shout out to both players. Kazic, we'll see you in top 8? Yes, top 8. All right, in the meantime, let's get ourselves over to Vaporeon Greninja. They are fighting for their lives right here. Let's get the game on the screen as fast as possible. Boom, bam. Hopefully that's not the end of the game right here. Okay, it's not. Close, though. All right. Deck list on the screen. Yo, wait a sec. Eevee actually jump kicking Yo! We went out with a bang, at least. That's funny. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of it, but still, Eevee had... He got his, all right? He got his. That's hilarious. All right. Well, Ratsukage moving on. No, a great deck. Awesome to see that Vaporeon Greninja made it all the way up to top 16. Let's move on to some top 8 matches, I suppose. Let's get into it. What looks good? I know what we can do. I know where we're going. Up. I had to talk. All right, here we go. We're gonna get the homie Prelux on the screen here. Give me just a sec here. I'll get the deck list loaded up. I've got to check and see, is Prelux top 16? Okay. Top 16 against Harion playing Meowscarada. See how this goes. Prelux warming up those cards. Just a heads up, there is a hand blocker in play. Unfortunately, it's not my hand blocker, so I can't get around it. But that's all right. We'll live with it. All right, Prelux versus Harion in our top 16. This is game 1. Oh, it's doing that. There we go. Again, game 1 in our top 16. Prelux playing Mega Lucario, Harion playing Meowscarada. Felix warming those cards up. Is that what he needs? I'm guessing we see that Pokeball get thrown. All right, new prediction is up over on Twitch. If you guys want to head over there, drop your predictions, spend your channel points, or even just start collecting your channel points. I'd get them built up, right? Thursday is also going to be a great opportunity to spend them. Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be running my next tournament. It's going to be for the new set. If you guys haven't heard about it yet, after this game, I'll show you guys the details. We'll send the links.
This is heat.
All right. Well, Prelux looking very dominant right now. That's it. So dominant, the opponent just conceded. That should be game one, if I'm not mistaken. All right, hold on. Just checking the list. It'll be just a sec. I think Prelux is just getting locked into the next game. As soon as he is into that next game, we'll have it on the screen. In the meantime, while we're waiting on him, give me a little promo on what I was just talking about. Guys, next tournament, the Dankest Cup number 2, happening Thursday, May 28th. I'm Mountain Time, so it's 5 p.m. Mountain Time, but it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be the new set, $100 prize pool. I hope to see everybody there. I'll be streaming it on Twitch and YouTube. So if you guys can, if you guys can't play, hopefully you guys can at least drop in and say what's up in chat. But I do hope that I get to see everybody here. I would like this to be a giant event. Huge. We want this to be big. Blow it up, right? Send it to all your friends. Tell them to show up. I'm going to be casting with Rosie and Jimbo. We're going to do a 3-person cast for Top Cut. Rosie's going to be joining me on both days. I cannot wait. If you guys don't know who Rosie is yet, you're missing out, first off. Rosie, definitely an awesome Pocket creator. She's kind of up and coming in the Twitch side of things. I think she just recently started streaming on Twitch. But either way, super awesome, super funny. I think we're going to vibe really well. It'll be a fun time. So you guys don't want to miss that. Definitely show up. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be the hottest thing in the Pocket community that week. All right, here we go. Game time. Sorry, for some reason, it took a sec. There we go. All right. Let's see what's going on with this game here. Masquerada. Probably going to start setting up some flower trick shots. Where's it going? The bench? The active. Interesting. Very interesting. Prelux running X speed. Yes, he does. If I was Prelux, I think, again, if I had an X speed, I would want to X speed into Hitmonlee, I think, and maybe start shipping on Ogre Pawn for a potential Cyrus play. Could have even just attacked Masquerada to put some damage on it and bring it down to 140. Tough call. Let's see what happens here. Prelux is probably more versed with this deck than I am, so let's see how he plays it. Last chance, guys. Head on over, get your predictions in on Twitch for this round. Got to do it quick, though. The poll's going to be closing soon. Trick shot's going to go out. Gonna hit the active. Karina! Is that enough? No, they lost their arena. Yay. We also went forward with Hitmonlee. All right, let's see how Prelux plays this. Bench kick. Would it have been better for him to... No, this is the way to do it. He's got to snipe out that Ogre Pawn, otherwise it's going to be a flower trick Ogre Pawn combo. Oh no, Erica! Erica. I think Prelux might be cooked here. Cooketh. Have the score right? Prelux is up a game, so this might be going to game 3. I don't know why the opponent flower tricked there instead of just attacking. I think attacking there might have been more, like, better pressure to put on the Hitmonlee, because now they're allowing that Hitmonlee to attack again, whereas if they would have just attacked, it would have forced Lucario into the active. I don't know. It's starting to get closer now for Prelux, I feel like. Maybe he could just retreat and go into Zygarde. Or not. Okay, this is good. Opponent doesn't have any more healing. Kind of funny, the opponent does run a silver, though. Haven't seen that guy in a minute. We see another Sprigatito hit the field. Gonna have energy attached to it. At this point, Harion's got all the energy he needs. Might have an interesting top four, guys. I'm kind of browsing at it, seeing what's going on. We might have Dark Tina in top four, which would be absolutely wild. As far as this game goes, at least we have Cyrus here. But then what? Karina? I guess we also have Karina, too. Maybe I think Prelux just won this. Because he's going to survive the hit, as long as there is no Sabrina. So that Zygarde's safe on the table. Next turn, he's gonna hit for... What's 140 plus Karina? 70? 170? Oh, wait, it's over! Oh, I didn't realize he was gonna get trick-shotted. All right, well, that's it. Happy that. Wait a sec, he won. They didn't have it? All right, well, that, I guess that means we're gonna see Prelux in top four. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta go make sure that... Oops. Everything's looking good for top four. All right, Diego versus Prelux. What's Diego playing? Dark Tina. Bro, we've got two Dark Tinas in the mix this set. I guess, shoot, we might as well just stay with Prelux, honestly. I think we're staying with Prelux. Because this feeds us right into a top four match, so this is kind of really... Otherwise, we have to hop into an already going one. This makes more sense. I also don't have to change the backdrop. All right, let me get the deck list situated. Prelux will be just a moment here, too. Another reminder, guys, head on over to Twitch. I'm going to start the next prediction. Bro, somebody is winning some points. The underdog keeps winning on the predictions. Sorry, whoever keeps losing their points. I apologize. Let's see. Get the next one going. Who will win? Mega Lucario Prelux versus Dark Tina. The deck list loaded up here. Sure, everything's good to go in the match. All right, like I said, moving into our top 8s here. Let's clear off the board. Uh-oh. Prelux playing a different game here. Prelux, be careful. So we're waiting on him in Top Cut. Guys, sorry, waiting on Prelux to get going here. I think the dude's a player, that's for sure. He puts in some work. He's grinding ranked, he's grinding tournaments. He's one of the best players in the world, for sure. Do I have the prediction running yet? I sure don't. Good thing I didn't start it. All right, guys. Prediction going up on Twitch right now. Who's going to win? Mega Lucario. AKA Prelux. Or Dark Tina. Reminder, guys, if you haven't voted yet, head on over to Twitch. We go. All right, top 8. We've got Diego DLC versus Prelux. This is game number 1. All right, here we go. Prelux starting off with Riolu, double Pokeball. All right, so we've got our Zygarde as well. Up against Dark Tina. Doesn't look like he has his Hitmonlee, which might actually be useful here, that leap over kick. Gonna go for the Karina right now. Okay, why not? Sure. Get that extra damage. This is gonna do 50 damage here on Darkrai. Actually, this is huge, because now if there's no heals on Darkrai, we could go Mega Lucario mode and get the KO, right? See what happens. He definitely has a Popsicle and a Cape. So there's a way to get out of it. And an Indeedee. There it is. Indeedee. Well, doesn't look ideal. We're gonna X-speed ourselves out of here. We do have Hitmonlee, at least. At Hitmonleast. Very unfortunate. I think he was trying to just go big and get Mega Lucario rocking and rolling as fast as possible. Next speed in hand. Opponent does run one Cyrus, but I don't think this is the right time for it. I would guess we strength kick the... Oh, we did have the Lucario too. Ugh! We almost had the gas. Almost had the nuts. We would have had an arena and no heals there. It would have been huge. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Strength kick Tina. All right, Darkrai Ping goes out. Likely just gonna bellow with Tina. If you know what I mean. Whoa, somebody going big with the channel points. Going all in on, I guess, Prelux, Mega Lucario. Reminder, guys, we are running predictions over on Twitch. If you guys aren't followed up, make sure to follow up. Start getting your channel points. That's what you're on, or bet with the predictions on, is the channel points. So start getting your channel points built up. I've got some fun things to redeem. I'm starting to add more, too, so get your channel points stacked up while you can.
And I tell you what, there might even be...
I don't know why I got all Texas-y there.
There might be a way for me to do my Hank impression. Whoa! I'm losing it, goddammit! And I tell you what.
Alright, let's see. Darkrai back to full in the active due to Indeedee. However, Tina now down to 90 HP. Darkrai's gonna be the problem here, it looks like. Very curious to see if we have Cyrus in hand. I don't remember seeing it being drawn. There is a hand blocker up. Unfortunately, that hand blocker, not mine. That is Prelux's, so we've got to live with it. I think, Say if you go in with Zygarde, hit with Zygarde, bring it down to 130, it goes back up to 150. Still not great, but we do have a blower too, field blower. Hardly knew her, but that might be all we need. Cape Lucario. Opponent doesn't run a Sabrina at all, so safe there. I can't see how much energy he has on that bench Lucario because of the hand blocker, but I think he's sitting at 1 energy on the bench. So I guess the delay here is, does he bench up the... Oh, he doesn't have any energy? No, he's gotta have some. Gotta have something, right? How the hell does this work? If he field blows away the cape on Darkrai, it'll go down to 140 and then he can KO it. So I think that's the play. Not only that, but Darkrai can survive a hit. Maybe 150 plus red, or excuse me, 130 plus red's 150, plus a Tina ping is 170. Interesting choice here. Starting planes now kind of messes up that whole game plan, right? Now we've got both the cape and the planes on Darkrai, bumping it up to 180, which is going to be a 2-shot. I think Prelux already used his heal as well. He did have a PCL, but he used it. Popsicle. Okay. Lucky pop-off. Didn't happen. That's not good for Tina. We do still have Indeedee heals, though. Indeedee. No KO on Zygarde. Which means... do we just attack? Again, Tina's gonna take some recoil damage, so what do we do? What are we doing here? Arena already in the discard pile. I'm guessing there is an arena on... Prelux is in. Going in. Going big, saying let's party. P-A-R-T-Y, because I've gotta. They're going to take type advantage here, so this should be a KO. What are we getting rid of? The planes? Planes down in Africa? No, double hitter. Oh, I love it. There's no time. Oh, no. Take the attack. Oh my God. Oh, my God. There's no time. Prelux, you should have waited. Oh, no. What were we doing? Dude, did you see how long that arena took? That was a 10-second arena. Yeah. That's not going to be great. Chat's not going to like that one. I don't like that one. Oh, that hurt. I don't know if there's a way out of this one now, folks. Oh. Oh, and they feel blown away. Oh, no. The whole plan goes to crap. Why didn't he just wait? Why didn't he wait for the arena? I don't know why we needed to drop it right there. He had the KO without it. Yeah, you got it. He's sold. Unless this popsicle goes crazy. Watch the popsicle pop off, please. Oh my god, we got a popsicle pop-off. Popsicle pop-off, come on, baby. This thing has to heal to full. I mean, this has got to be a pop-off like we've never popped off before, and it might happen. All right, folks, hands in the air. Let's get some energy going. We got to get the hype going. Come on, baby, pop it off. Ugh! What a sell. Bro had it in the bag, too. The leaf blower arena bump combo. He had it. Ugh! Should have just waited. Oh my lordy lordy. Look who's turning 40-40. Well, that was a game. That was a game. Youch. Yowzers. All right, let's get back into it. That hurt to watch, bro. Arena has like a 20-second cast time or what? That was ridiculous. All right, waiting on, this is Prelux's background here. We're just waiting on that game to start, by the way. Ouch. Oh boy. That last game just hurt me like in my core. Heads up, guys. Arena of Antiquity. That thing takes like 10 seconds to cast, quite literally. You know what it is? And I do this all the time. And when you're streaming your games, you tend to explain what you're doing. And that takes time, right? Sometimes it's better to just lock in and forget the chat even exists. We'll talk after, right? I do it when I'm watching games, let alone playing them. Popsicle in hand. Kind of a good start here, right? That Hitmonlee forcing Diego from putting any sort of benched Pokemon down. He doesn't have Tina down turn 1, so that's good. Not a lot going on here in this game. Kind of a slow start. All we're doing is just powering up Dark Rizzle. Dark Ree. Tina does go down, but we're not powering up the bench. I wonder, okay, so here's the thought process. We have 2 energy on Ryalu. The opponent's got 2 energy on Darkrai. If they take out Hitmonlee next turn, we're gonna be ready to go with 140 damage, right? Another kind of a slow turn here. I'm assuming Diego debating, do I take out the Hitmonlee? If he does knock it out, there is a Mega Lucario potentially waiting for him. It's going to hit for 140, and then what? And then you have really nothing left. You have Tina not really built up. Maybe this is the start we needed, right? We do nothing. We bellow. And X-Speed is in play here. Oh, boy. All right, Prelux coming back with a vengeance, it looks like. He said, I'm not doing that again. And this should lock in the dub for Prelux. I don't know what's going to tank the next hit. Mega Lucario ready to go in the active. 190 HP, hitting for 140. Let's see what we got. Could be it. Mars. Mars happens. Brings him into a copycat, though. The one card that, like, is gonna help him more than anything is that copycat. Double copycat, in fact. Let's see what we get. All we need is an arena, and we win. Or, no, arena, I guess. It is arena. There it is! Holy moly! All right. Dina's like, bro, all right, we're gonna give you a free win because what the hell was that first game even? Forgot to mark that. That's how distraught I was after that first game, is I forgot to mark it. All right, there we go. Prelux coming back. Now we're looking at a game 3. All right. Let's see what happens here. We're tied up 1-1 in our top 8 match between Diego playing Dark Tina and Prelux playing Mega Lucario. Let's see. Waiting on this last game to start up here. Quick reminder while we're waiting on that game to get started. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you haven't yet hit that like button. Do me a big solid. Make sure to drop a like. Also, oh, check DMs. Uh-oh. Yup. All right, folks, give me a sec. This will be good. This will be worth. Get my sound settings all paired up here. There we go. Perf. All right, gameplay's back on the screen. I've got a treat for all of us. Woohoo! Let's see. Where's he at?
Okay, my goat.
There he is. Yo, Tilly. What is up, my dude? Perfect
I was able
timing.
to sneak away. I was able to sneak away.
I'm glad you were. I'm glad you were. Perfect timing. Glad you were able to join me. I don't know if you caught this round at all, but wow, what an upset we had in game number 1. This is Diego versus Prelux in our top 8. This is game number 3. Diego playing Dark Tina, Prelux playing Mega Lucario. It came down to a timed out hand in game number 1, so definitely an upset.
No.
Oh, it was traumatic. He had it locked down too, and it came down to the arena. He dropped Arena of Antiquity, and that thing takes literally 10 seconds to like do the full animation. It was ridiculous.
Am I stupid or can I not? Is there nothing being streamed in this channel right now?
Oh, sorry. Prelux's Twitch is where I'm watching.
Prelux is okay.
Sorry,
Makes
sorry. My bad.
Not your bad at all. That was the info I would never have been able to find out. All right, let's see where we are. What's going on? He's playing. Oh, this variant of Lucario. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll tell you, chat. I have tried this one, and I feel literally no difference between this and Hitmontop.
I kind of thought the same thing, right? Like it didn't feel as. If anything, I feel like I miss out on my bench snipe more often than not when I run this version, because I'm like, oh no, I got Zygarde and I didn't get one of my bench snipers.
True. And I missed the Rocky helmets. Those are very useful. Is he playing? Wait, I can't see his full list. There's got to be an X speed in this deck, right?
There is an X speed, 1 X speed, correct?
1 X speed. Okay, makes sense. I like the giant cape as well. I've been running into Lucario mirror matches, and they have the giant cape in there, and it just ends up costing me the game. It seems very good in Lucario right now for the last couple days.
You know what else is, I think, like game-winning good right now is Field Blower. I see so many people clutching games with like a Field Blower Stadium Bump combo. In fact, that's what Prelux was trying to do when he ran out of time, was like that Field Blower Stadium Dump combo. And yeah, it dropped Dark Tina from 180 HP, which is way outside of one-shot range, to back to 140. So
Field Blower is just like the best card right now, dude. It's so good.
And you know what? I say everything. I say it every single season. I'm like, is this the season Guzma returns? Is this the season Guzma returns? And they even gave us like a better Guzma. They gave us Field Blower, which is like Guzma on crack. And it still felt like people weren't using. I'm like, why is this not in every single deck, right? Especially with stadiums and item cards being in literally every single deck. Yeah, I think it's, you know what the problem is though, is it's the ultimate 21st card.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Guzma was so much worse because it's just a supporter. Field Blower's honestly how they should have done it from the start, I think.
And that,
that would have. I think a lot of. Let me think. Would any metas have been? I don't think any metas would have been different per se, I guess, but I think you would have seen a lot more tool removal in the game if Field Blower had been there from the start. But then you wouldn't be able to use it for a stadium because those didn't.
It would have been really ugly when the introduction of stadiums too. I feel like, right? Like it would have been not a friendly environment for new stadiums. I like the fact that we're at a point where we have enough stadiums that like every deck can run one, and it can bump out. You can bump out somebody else's stadium, and it just. I like having more stadium options, so I'm excited to get more and more as the packs come on.
I love the stadiums. It was a great addition. Also, looking at this game, this seems like over for the Dark Tina player as well.
Yeah,
I think this would be
not looking good.
It's also Prelux. I don't know if he had Dark Tina in mind. He probably didn't because no one ever plays this deck, but like Dark Tina into regular Lucario should be good. Into a Lucario that's playing both Field Blower and Giant Cape, no shot. Because you're just able, like, unless I'm mistaken, Giratina hits for 150 with weakness. You take 20 from Rocky Helmet on the Darkrai, and then they attach to another Darkrai, and then they get the one shot on the Lucario. So, I guess you do get around that by, like, just bench sniping with Hitmonlee forever, but you don't have unlimited time. This matchup seems terrible for the Dark Tina.
Yeah. They were looking kind of strong in that first game, but maybe it was just because, like, Prelux was behind on energy. He was like spending energy to retreat. He didn't have a great start. He had like a Lucario in the active, which he had to, again, energy himself out of the active and then kind of catch up. And that put Dark Tina in a more, I guess, playable state. But there we go. I mean, that's it. What do you do after that? Karina showed up and it was all but over there.
No, this Lucario is made to take on Dark Tina's as well as the rest of the meta. That seems, that there's no way. So the first game was won because of just a timeout from Prelux, basically?
Yep, he had it, and it basically would have been a 2-0, but he wanted to send it to game 3, I guess.
He felt that comfortable with the matchup.
He felt that comfortable, exactly. Let's see what we got going on here. I think we're probably waiting for our top 4s now. Take a look at the pairing standings, all that good stuff. Yes, I think we are. Let me make sure they're holding.
Well, shout out Prelux, man. I like that Lucario list. I like the giant cape in there. I actually did the exact same thing with my Zygarde Hitmonlee variant. Is I put a giant cape because I was running into Meowscarada. And that matchup felt legitimately impossible unless I had a giant cape. And then it felt a little bit more doable. But Meowscarada just like just flower trick the active, and then Mega Lucario comes into the active spot and it takes 70, and then literally anything else on their bench can finish the knockout. So I put a giant cape in my list as well. I like it a lot in Lucario right now. Very important, chat, to not just stick to your list. If there's a card that's going to help you win more games, change.
Isn't it crazy how much these decks have evolved from the start of this set to where we are now? At least with like Sceptile and Lucario are the two ones that I have in mind. Those are like entirely different decks now. It's crazy to see.
Love Sceptile, love Lucario. This was a really, really good set.
It really was. And these last few sets, I mean, I hate to say it, but even the Sleep Scam set was kind of good, outside of them giving us Sleep Scam. I think we just needed... Shine? Yeah, Mega Shine, I think it was. Like, I liked the rest of that set. Darkrai kind of sucked, but it was what it was.
What even did they... What else was in Mega Shine?
Now I'm kind of blank from what else was in there.
I don't know what was in that set besides the Darkrai.
Maybe it was just the Darkrai.
That wasn't Mega Manectric, was it? Was he in that set? When did he come out?
Oh my god, I'm brain farting now. Who was in Mega Shine? There had to be some hitters in Mega Shine. I remember liking the set a lot. So like what made me like it, I guess? I gotta think back. I have the memory of a goldfish, so there's that.
I'm gonna go back and find out.
Please do. Please let me know.
Now.
All right, let's see. I think these guys are up above us. I'll drag us up there. Give me just a sec.
It was Manectric. It was Manectric, Scizor, Zard X.
Oh, yeah. See, it was a banger of a set.
It was fun. It was fun. Manectric was, I guess, Manectric and kind of Zard X.
Yeah, Zard had his moment.
Scizor tried. Really sad that Scizor didn't end up panning out, but just when you played the deck, it was like, it's just slightly too weak.
Let me drag us up there. Give me 1 second. Bing, bop, boom, bam. Here we go. All right. I think they are just about to start.
I have not been keeping up with this tournament at all. What's interesting here? What are we
Sleep Scam is out. There's no Sleep Scam past top 16. It really healthy like top 16 selection, honestly. I think there was only like 2 Meowscaradas and 2 Lucarios, and everything else was unique.
What is this, Magnezone versus Lucario going on right now?
Dark Tina, actually. And you know what's crazy is it's double Dark Tina. How is that even possible? That's what I'm saying. Another one.
Dark Tina versus Magnezone.
Dark Tina is back in top 4 too. How crazy is that? 2 top 4s with Dark Tina.
Okay, and so much has changed. This matchup used to be good for Magnezone depending on how much healing they played to get around Darkrai plus like Rocky Helmet. I'm sure things have changed with now a Magnezone that could put an attack on a coin flip and Magnezone EX hitting for 130.
Yep. Plus that extra health too. I wonder, I not even wonder, I'm sure that is actually going to be useful here too. Being just a little bit more tanky. You can tank the 130 hit from Darkrai, or even the 150 from the Darkrai Tina combo.
Also true. Yeah, this matchup, I can't even begin to tell you who has the edge here. Let me look at this Magnezone list.
With Darkrai, or Dark Tina, it's hard to kind of call it. I haven't played a lot of Dark Tina, and I haven't played into a lot of Dark Tina this set.
No, I don't know that I've seen any Dark Tina in my ranked endeavors. Maybe,
yeah, especially not ranked, right?
One. Yeah, it's weird because it's been popular in tournaments, and I feel like it was a deck that, because I'll be in top 1,000, I feel like the majority of players I see are Japanese. I thought the Japanese players liked Dark Tina. Like I thought there was something they were hype on, but I haven't seen. It's a lot of Sleep Scam and Sceptile.
I know C-Gun or S1 Gun, he snuck into the tournament this week. I didn't even know he was here. He was playing under an alias, Death Thrower or something like that. It's like Destroyer, but Death Thrower. I thought that was hilarious. He snuck in here. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've wanted to do that because it would make a fire like, video title.
The undercover Tilly tournament.
I like if you could do that and then win, Holy Aura Farm in your YouTube title.
Exactly, right? I went undercover in the world's biggest pocket tournament and won.
Exactly, man. So what was he playing? Oh, that's why he went undercover. That's the real reason.
Exactly, that's why he went undercover.
He was on Altaria sleep.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but that's why he was sleeping all day. All right. Well, looking at this matchup here,
we're off to a good start from Magnezone. There's no Oricorio, which is sad, but
managed to avoid any Darkrai damage here too. I don't think the Poncho's gonna help really, but
oh my gosh, where are the Oris? This is scary because you
put yourself in KO range, right?
You do. I feel like that's maybe at this point not the thing you're worried about. I think what you're worried about is if you evolve into this Magnezone active, you just get Sabrina'd, and then you have like this as your only guy that's dealing damage, which is not great. I think he attached incorrect.
Should have attacked maybe, right? On the active?
I maybe would have just gone for the 60 because if he has Sabrina, like this Magnezone is most likely not doing it. I guess you do still have the coin flip effect, which is cool, but I would think you'd want Magnezone EX to follow up on this Giratina. Okay, no Sabrina. You're gonna have to go through this one, but now it is. I mean, still at the end of the day, you gotta find the Magnezone EX. Finally got a Darkrai. Cool. Now, does a Mag EX even do it? This guy, I mean, there has to be a Giant Cape in this Dark Tina list, right? Yeah, Giant Cape and a Starting Plains.
Yes.
We have no way to get rid of either. So if this Giratina is able to boost his health up right now, it feels bad. Because he'll just have time.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. This is not good for him.
Yeah, Dark Tina doing Dark Tina things.
Because now he can go up with the Magnezone EX, but this Giratina just gets to live for an additional turn. And by then the Darkrai is going to be built up, and that can just come and finish the job.
Not who we want to see. I mean, you kind of have to throw that down. 2-card copycat chance here. This isn't great.
No, you need
Buckle
this to
up.
be exactly Magnezone EX and Oricorio, and that's not even great.
Oh, no way. Well, I mean,
I
Ay.
has he burnt his lucky ice pop? There's no way. No, he hadn't taken any damage prior.
No, I don't think
so. It's gonna be a lucky ice pop angle, or you just lose to Sabrina this turn instead.
That could be true too.
You kind of had to bench the Ogre Pawn though. Like copycat for 2. No.
Oh my God.
Way you're finding anything off that without thinning at least.
The
something.
fact we found this is a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, kind of like you said, Darkrai is going to be ready to go the following turn, and Tina is still alive, so...
That's why it's gonna take a generational ice pop.
Yeah.
How much do we need to heal?
We haven't seen... Oh, my lord!
Whoa, Jay!
Please. I've been begging. Like, we had one of these... we had an opportunity 2 games ago where it was like, please, from 0 to full. Come on.
We need to get up to 110.
Where's
Step 1?
Step 1 out of 12.
We need 2 more heads. 2 more heads. Wait, does he play red? He does play red.
He does play red.
So we need a couple more to be safe. Look at he's doing it.
No!
That's
it was one of those coin flips too, where it was like it stood on its edge there and then tipped over.
Yep. That was his bad. He did not have full faith in it. You saw him. He was trying to just like very lightly flip it over.
Could have done the Ilution trick too.
What's that?
He goes down in like, I think it's bottom right or bottom left corner. But that's like a pixel perfect corner that he says you flip the coin from, and apparently it's heads every time.
When I really need a coin flip, I do the thing where you send it so hard that it bounces off the top wall.
That's what I'm talking about too. I want it to hit the other player and bounce back into the center.
Exactly.
I throw the coin off their face is what I do.
All right. So now that Giratina has also the health mods, being able to like giant cape and starting planes get you out of range. I don't know, dude. This matchup always came down to how much heal is the Oricorio playing. And 1 lucky ice pop is not enough. I think it was like back then Mag Ori played giant cape and a PCL at least.
And a popsicle too, I think. I think you're right. There was like 2 heals and a health buffer. So not having
I'm
really
talking way back in the day. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, how far would that have been? Celestial Guardians, I guess? Around there?
Around there, probably. Envy also did not see. Yeah, I was gonna say they had. Yeah, right. We had Indeedee, I think, instead of Ogre Pawn. We also had Oricorios show up to the game. We didn't see a single Oricorio that last game, and I feel like that would have probably been helpful.
Nope. Yeah, because your thought was, all right, Oricorio with a giant cape and like PCLs, the guy's gonna live forever. So I just need to do 50 damage enough times, and then the Magnazones can come in and take knockout after knockout. But now Dark Tina has Indeedee, they have starting planes, they have all of this to just make that line harder. This feels like the matchup only got better. And we have another, like, not perfect start for Magnazone either.
Yeah, I don't know. And of course they find Tina on turn 1. We're looking at a dead Ogre Pawn. Well, Clement next turn would be huge, but
it's a repeat of last time. Sure, just spend the poncho.
Yeah,
no worries.
The opponent does run 1 copy, right? I don't think I'd still want to put the Ogre Pawn down, but
How many? Okay, 2 Pokeballs. I mean, like, his ideal board state is obviously, double Choreo, double Magnazone, but I don't know. I think if anything, you would kind of hope that he copycats for 4, so then you can copycat for 4.
Yeah.
Best case. So I get why he didn't play the Ogre Pawn, but yeah, now it's just time to thin that card out.
It's my
'Cause we're
favorite
missing
thing.
a lot.
I was gonna say that's my favorite thing about like on Suicune decks when I'm running Copycat now on my Baxcalibur deck, is when they copycat my giant hand and I'm like, oh, thank you. Now I can reverse copycat you for even bigger.
Yep.
There's Clem, but he's unfortunately a turn too late.
And Licia completely pointless at this point
Yeah.
in the game. This is not feeling good. This is a direct repeat of last game.
Again, Oricorio, is he in the deck? Where are you?
How much we take? We've taken 40, we will have taken 60. If we attack into this Darkrai, the Darkrai can even just knock out a Magnezone.
Yeah. Oh, there's our guy.
Wow.
I mean, I guess he's here to help us stall a bit, but...
A little late, man.
Yeah, a little late. Hitting the limb. Well...
From here...
Yeah.
That Magneton, I think, is as good as gone.
That's what I was thinking.
I can't imagine he survives this turn. If your opponent... But this is a good... I recognize this name. Do you as well?
Which one, Lulu or Akage?
Akage.
As I say, both players kind of I've seen before. Kage's part of Magma. Like, I think who else is in Magma? Prelux, I think, is in Magma. Either way, kind of a popular tag. So I've seen Akage around, and I've definitely seen Lulu around as well. Lulu, I think, has made a handful of top cuts. Akage, I want to say, has as well. I definitely recognize Lulu more than Akage, but both players are in the scene, I guess, are in the community, so.
Yeah. What I was going to say is you could hope that they misplay and use a Sabrina before a Cyrus, and if they do that, then you just give up the Magneton, and then they have no access to, like, something else later on, but what I'm getting at is they're good players.
You're scrambling and hoping for a misplay, exactly. You're begging for something that's likely not going to happen.
See, this is it. He doesn't even need like a potion or something to just get out of range and give this Darkrai another bit of life. And Ice Pop.
And Ice Pop. It's like nothing has been done so far. All of this, and they're still just complete full health. Back to normal.
Yep.
Meanwhile, that Oricorio... I was gonna say, that Oricorio we brought in to try to save the day is already done.
We need our lucky Ice Pop as well, and it needs to be very, very valuable.
Yeah.
Oh man. There's just nothing stopping your opponent from getting 2 points here.
They're debating on keeping the Oricorio. I think that maybe makes sense if you can get rid of Darkrai.
I mean, I think the real hope is just begging that he doesn't have a like Sabrina or something next, because if you leave Oricorio in the active, he just attaches to Darkrai and gets 2 points. So if you retreat into the damage Magneton, then he might not have Sabrina or Cyrus if you're very, very lucky, and then you only lose 1 point for the turn.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the play. They could even attack on this Magneton too.
Then
no, you can't. You can't. Oh, you can't attack.
No,
no.
You can.
Can you?
I mean, if he has Sabrina.
Oh, okay. You're right. I see what you're saying. You attack here. Yes, they can ping you, but then they can't attack you. So.
Yeah, I don't even. Wow.
Okay.
Akage has been whiffing on these Sabrinas and Cyrus. That's the one thing going for Lulu when all else is.
Yeah, stacking onto you.
For him. The problem is he's still holding that lucky Ice Pop. So you get another 60 swing in, and that Darkrai is still in range if he lands
Oh,
ahead.
no.
Okay.
There we go. At least we lost it, but still, like, up to 120 again.
doesn't have no repel. That's good. That's something. Okay, from here, the best top deck just has to be, what is Lulu's on 1 copycat? I feel like we've already used it. We need the Lucky Ice Pop. Because I just think we need more turns and more damage down. I don't know. Like, if you get Magnezone EX, it's, you know, like, for what? What are we doing with that thing?
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Professor, what do you got for us? Well,
there it is. The most important card this turn.
Even one coin
to be good
flip.
to us.
Actually, it's got to be at least 2, right? Because otherwise you're not attacking into a helmet and you'll just die to ping damage. So,
yeah.
All right, here we go. Did they turn off Popsicle or something? I have not seen a Popsicle pop off in weeks. Like, at this point, I'm rooting for Popsicle. That's how bad it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it pop off in any of my games either. Like, in ranked.
That's what I'm feeling.
With the they might have hit him with the Shadow Nerve.
Right? They turned the coin flips to what my coin flips are. All right, well, there's the... Oh, were you saying?
I was going to say, I get why you attack, but also, at that point, I think you... Dude, there's no way he's bottom decking Sabrina.
We're bottom decking Magnezones, that's for sure. Oh, nope, there it is. All right. Well, not a whole lot you can do there.
No. I wonder how much different it would have been if he had gotten aggro or a Choreo, but again, it's the fact that the Magnezone does not have the healing to keep up with Darkrai pings plus Rocky helmets.
If that Ogre Pawn wasn't in DD, would have been a whole different game.
Yeah. No doubt.
Well, I guess that great run there. That's going to be it for Lulu. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, that's going to be it for Lulu in our top 4. Akage moving on. All right. Well, we got another top 4 match.
There's always got to be one Magnezone to make it top 4, I feel like.
Yeah. Hey, exactly. There. I love the representation, so I won't complain about that.
No.
Probably going to watch this next one from Prelux's point of view, just because he has probably the nicest looking gameplay that we could get or ask for. Let me see what he's doing. I think he's getting set up here, so it might be just a sec. I need to get set up anyways, so in the meantime, let me get the deck list loaded.
What is this? This is the other side of top 4?
Yep, this will be our other top 4 bracket here. It looks like it's Lucario versus Lucario, ironically enough.
Ooh.
Let me see what the deck lists are here. So Itachi running... Like, what deck list did I just download? That's Itachi's. Here's Prelux.
I was saying every time I... Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go first. I'll go next.
Oh my god. Okay, I was going to say, from all the Lucario mirrors I played this weekend, when they put the giant cape in the list, it felt horrible for me. So I feel like I'm giving the edge to Prelux in this one.
Yeah. I'm almost wondering the same here on that. Not only that, but even just Hitmonlee being that extra 30 damage there on the bench snipe. I wonder if that's what this is going to turn into, is like who snipes the bench first, and attacks into the Mega Lucario first. I don't really know. This will be kind of an interesting setup here.
I've played quite a few games against this mirror match. It is, well, I guess this is the one benefit of the Hitmonlee Zygarde variant, if you can find the Hitmonlee. But what you typically want to do is set up, like, get 2 Riolu on the bench and just kind of, like, keep attaching, splitting the attachment, so you're never committed to, like, one Mega Lucario while you're just bench sniping each other. But the Hitmonlee forces you to act quicker because it's doing 30, and it will knock out a Riolu in 2 pings, whereas you as Hitmontop, it's going to take you, like, 3 turns to get through one Riolu. and the damage you're setting up isn't as meaningful as just a 30 ping.
Yep.
So I think Prelux overwhelmingly has the edge in this matchup. But we will have to see. This deck is also, I feel like I brick with it quite a bit. Even though it's just, one stage, one line, that could be a factor for sure.
That's definitely kind of what it came down to last round for Prelux, right? Is he almost didn't find his Lucario, and I mean, if you don't have it, you're just sitting there as a 60 HP Riolu, and that's about it. So it is possible to brick with this deck. You're absolutely right. Let me make sure these guys are all ready. Real quickly, before we start, Tilly, I know you've heard about it, but next week, I've got the Dankest Cup number 2 happening. Yeah, it's gonna be my second tournament. We're hosting it as soon as the new set drops and as soon as the cards get loaded up to Limitless. That's happening Thursday and Friday next week. So if you guys can make it, please show up in any way, shape, or form, even if it's just dropping into the stream. I am gonna be streaming it on both Twitch and YouTube. So again, if you guys can show up in any way, shape, or form, I would love to see you all there. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have Jimbo and Rosie joining me on the co-cast that week, I think. Tilly, you said you were busy, I think, right?
I'm so busy. It's
yeah.
That's the day I'm moving everything into the apartment. It's a bad week for me.
Spoiler alert, Chad, I did ask Tilly already if you could join us, but hopefully you can maybe at least stop in at some point and see what's going on for the tournament. Would love to see you there. Either way, guys, I'd love to see all of you guys here at this tournament. Go register for it. It's down below on Limitless. I think we're now probably ready for this game. Let me get back over to it. All right. We get Prelux on the screen here. Again, we're just watching from Prelux's Twitch channel.
Ooh, Itachi on the slightly... This is also potentially going to be another problem for him.
Okay.
He's on the slightly greedy version of Hitmontop Lucario where you cut 1 X speed for a Sabrina.
Yep, I see that.
That's gonna feel... That could potentially feel really, really bad. If you don't start Hitmontop and you have to burn that X speed getting into 1...
Or you just don't find that X speed, right? Because you only have 1, and maybe that 1 is now sitting at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I agree. This is... anytime I tried to cut an X speed from the double the double Hitmontop variant, it always felt not great.
Yep, I agree. 100% agree.
On the opposite end, there is potential now for the plays to all fall into his favor and kind of work out in the best possible scenario where he does get, the Sabrina play, doesn't need the X speed. That is possible too, but that's a gamble, right? You're definitely wishing on some luck there.
No, 100%. That's always... while I was reviewing this deck list, I went over this in my most recent video. I was like, listen, you can cut an X speed for a Sabrina if you want. Understand you're taking away from the core strategy of your deck. Yes, it'll feel really good if you draw cards in the proper order and things go your way, and now you have an extra win con with Sabrina, but you're going to get to that point of the game less often because you've taken away a core component of your deck to get to that point.
Exactly.
So I'm big on the double X.
It's consistency versus potential, right?
That's
all right, here we go.
The deck right there.
Yep. Here we go. Top 4. We got Itachi versus Prelux. We're started. Let's rock and roll. Game 1 in a round. Well, not really a round 1. Top 4.
Hitmontop in the active. That's what you want to see.
There's our X speed. I didn't see what Prelux threw down. He does have a hand blocker. If you guys are just tuning in, this hand blocker is on Prelux's end. Unfortunately, it's unavoidable. But it also kind of adds an element of surprise here. What does he have? Burning the X speed for a copycat. He did have the field blower.
This is maybe the scariest play you could ever go for. Oh,
right here.
Well,
never mind.
He's good.
Yeah, unless you hit like the perfect.
First, using your 1 X speed in hopes that you copycat into Hitmonlee. I have to assume that's who we're going into. That's what the plan of this was. But if you didn't do that, you'd probably just be so behind on energy. I don't know that you'd be able to successfully Hitmonlee from there.
Holding on, dropping the Riolu, but that's smart. You don't want to take that extra 20 damage. Oh, maybe not. Dropping them both. Okay.
I understand. I don't hate it. Try to prevent the copycat. Like I said, this deck can stumble sometimes. Just getting that Lucario online.
Right. It absolutely lives on copycat too, right? That's the draw engine. So minimizing your hand, not a bad play. Plus, he set down 2 Riolus. So yes, they are going to get hit with a Hitmontop, but that just means you power up the one that didn't get hit.
Yep. He has the Ice Pop in here as well. This dude, he is so well posed for this mirror. Like, you can even... Lucario is not going to take, like, a ton of damage before it enters the active spot, but you could just, like, if you have the hand set up for... You know, like the arena's in play, you have the Karina, you can just go up and Lucky Ice Pop heal back to full, potentially.
Oh no, the double copycat. Oh, this is huge.
He's so far ahead right now, man, on just card draw and everything.
The hand he drew right there was really good too.
We're still missing some people. The rest of his deck is just fantastic. Like, did you see the Pokemon Center Lady enter the hand?
I didn't. Not yet.
I think I saw
maybe
Giant Cape, Field Blower, Cyrus,
and then Professor.
Research.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So we have the Lucario. That's good. That's a very important step. We're missing a lot more of the combo, but I think you're gonna have time to hit it. She has not done much, so... I've had games in this matchup too where it got very annoying because they just kept like healing the Hitmonlee and making him eternal. So like my Hitmontop was never getting through the Hitmonlee. And so they just kept getting to snipe for 30 while building up the 2 Riolus on the bench. I wasn't really getting anywhere. They were just stacking up damage on my Riolus, pressuring them, making me evolve. All right, looks like he's gonna ignore that other one.
Sure. Popsicle.
I can't imagine you care that much if that benched Riolu gets knocked out. I mean, I guess what you're potentially worried about is losing the game to Sabrina on your Zygarde if he's able to pick up a knockout on Hitmonlee and Riolu.
They do run that Sabrina for a reason, I suppose. Maybe you're right. But
that's honestly probably Itachi's best play
at this point, right?
Just ignore the third Lucario and hope that you can pick up the Sabrina KO. Prelux might recognize that is going to be very scary and just kind of have to spend the Ice Pop or PCL on this Hitmonlee to give him another turn.
Well, and if he does that and gives himself enough of an early game advantage, he might not even need the Popsicle for him, like the Lucario at the end here. He can just, you know, if you stall long enough and put yourself in a good enough advantage here where you took out their Riolu. The problem is if you take it out before it's Omega, you've then got to get 3 prize points. So
yeah, because what we're looking at here is the Giant Cape is just so big because I mean it's how many. He would need 3 pings on a Lucario with Hitmontop before he can just go for the Cyrus KO. You can't Cyrus and Karina in the same turn. You got to deal 60 damage to it to get it down to 150. So, like, Prelux can just hold and, like, Lucky Ice Pop the Hitmonlee, keep him alive, and then when you need to, PCL the Lucario. This Hitmontop he's not doing a ton. Maybe his best play is to, like, knock out that Riolu this turn. And no, that's not even good for him either. I don't know, dude. I don't know how you ever win this matchup.
We did see Prelux has the Cyrus already, right? Like, That's another problem here too, is Hitmontop has a 2 retreat cost. You're kind of locking yourself in the bench now until Prelux is ready for you, basically.
And this is, I don't think he's going to get to choose where this piercing spin
Oh
damage
no.
goes.
All right.
That could have been on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah, it went far left, right? So that means it either went auto or it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Was the 20 damage even enough to make a dent, though? It brings what, your 190 HP Mega Lucario down to 170? Maybe? We still have our Lucky Ice Pop and a Poké Center Lady, so...
Yeah, but you know what Itachi's list is. You know there's no hand disruption. You know he has no heal besides PCL. You can...
I think it's over if you just Hitmonlee this turn, right?
I don't even know that you need to spend the Lucky Ice. Like, you can. It doesn't really matter. I feel like the play, no matter what, is just, okay, he evolved that Lucario, ping it one more time, and then Cyrus it up, and you have the damage.
Yep. All right, let's not get greedy here. This is how he lost the last game, is waited too long. So let's make the play. Probably down to about 20 seconds here, any moment here. There it is.
But this is what I was saying, where you
oh my god, make the play.
Can't evolve your Lucario until you're ready.
Make the play.
Itachi evolving that Mega Lucario, now, like, he just lost the game off of that evolution. Not like there was a lot going for him either way.
I think you're right. And they already had spent 2 copycats, so it's like you didn't really have anything to fear by just holding it, other than the fact that it was going to get knocked out. But I don't know. I mean, this isn't great either. Doing this is obviously going to lose you the game.
Yeah.
His other option, though, of building up a second Riolu, was there enough time to even do that?
No, this is the problem. This is just the problem with this matchup. When they have the Hitmonlee and they're able to get into it, is they pressure the Riolus.
Yep.
They pressure the Riolus so much better than you can pressure theirs.
Yep. It's a 2-shot versus a 3-shot, right? So that alone is huge. Plus that extra 10 damage in the end, I think that stacks up. You hit twice, that's 20 extra damage, and that's enough to bring your Lucario into KO range.
Yeah, I don't think Itachi like actually had a chance there because the Prelux went through his entire deck, but just so people know, I guess, like, evolving the Lucario there was a guaranteed loss, like, in 2 turns. There was no way around it. Like, you evolve into that Lucario right there, you lose the game 100% of the time. Again, I think that game was probably lost anyways, but something to think about, I guess.
Just waiting on him to get started up on this second game here. Should be any moment.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is sometimes you got to make plays that suck because it's like the other option is, hey, I lose this game if I do this.
Yep.
And that might help you squeak out 1 more win for every 50 games you play, because it's usually like you're hoping for like a 1% chance.
Exactly. You're hoping for that last little bit of luck to come out either in a popsicle or the final top deck. One thing I've been playing recently here is Meowth Mega Altaria. It's definitely a scam deck, but it's one of those decks where you have to kind of just sacrifice the putting energy in the active. You just have to focus on getting your bench built up and give yourself a second play. Give yourself that counter attack play as opposed to giving yourself that early opener play. So, or like getting greedy with those early game plays, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Prelux getting lucky, going second again here. So he's getting energy advantage. I'm guessing he's trying to burn the X speed for a copycat.
Yeah, Prelux is foaming at the mouth. Itachi is sick to his stomach. Oh,
okay.
We can't see the hand, but that's definitely a copycat hate X speed. Intriguing. This Pokemon, at least. Flash the hand for you, Prelux. What's going on? I need to know. I saw Lucario. He has a Lucario in there. That's cool, I guess. If his hand supports it. If his hand supports it, again, I can't see all the cards, but there's, like... There is an argument for just going aggro Lucario. You can win the mirror match by doing that. If you just have energy advantage and...
Yeah.
With the giant cape and heals, he can potentially just, like, keep the Lucario healthy enough that his Lucario can't knock him out in return. It would take a god hand to do it. You do need to get, like, very lucky.
Is there Mega Lucario? I didn't see. Do we have a Cyrus in hand? If he has a Cyrus here, I mean... Maybe we set up the Cyrus play? Well, I wouldn't burn it now, but I would say
okay.
maybe set it up for next turn. It's a risky evolution, I would say, but opponent does only run one Cyrus, so... And you're only going to get hit for 110, possible?
It absolutely is. Potentially baiting the Cyrus out from Itachi. Knowing he has Karina in hand, it's genius.
That is true, right? He does have Karina Arena in hand, and it's already... Yeah, I think, again, Prelux in such a better state already.
Yeah, no doubt. This Hitmonlee is just so... It's so brutal for the Hitmontop variant. Maybe he sold me on it, just for the simple fact that the mirror is vastly better for you.
Yeah. Well, that, and look at how much, like, even the retreat cost is making a difference here. Hitmonlee only having that 1 retreat cost, whereas Top has a 2 retreat cost, so even if Itachi wanted to go in right now, he couldn't, just because he doesn't have the energy to retreat and go in with a Lucario. I really am enjoying the fact that, again, Hitmonlee and Zygarde only have that 1 retreat cost. Well, we at least prevented the Cyrus turn from happening this turn, but, like, again, what do? We're just stalling for the same outcome the following turn?
Yeah, man, I don't. It feels so terrible because now, like, you still lose to just Cyrus on the Lucario. We don't have that second Riolu being built up, which forces the Hitmonlee to, at least spread the damage around. But dude, even then, man, what do you gotta hope for?
Do we? Oh no! See, and again, we the retreat cost is what's causing Itachi to lose this right now. If he could retreat into Mega Lucario his following turn and Cyrus, he wins the game just because the arena is down. But due to the fact that he can't retreat, I think Prelux is going to be able to get that first attack into his Riolu.
Yeah, what Prelux needs for, I guess, next turn? No. If Itachi's hand is X speed plus Cyrus plus Mega Lucario, we do just win. That is game. And on Prelux's side, he's going to need a heal for the Lucario. Ideally, he would like PCL and... Well, no, he can also just... If he evolves into Mega Lucario to keep it alive, he can also just Cyrus. Damn. So it all comes down to Cyrus.
And we know Prelux has his in hand.
Oh, he does?
I think so. I think he drew it on that first copycat that we drew. I'm about 90% sure we have a Cyrus here. Oh, no.
Itachi, dude, unless you have games, stop evolving those. No!
Oh,
dude!
That's why he was doing it. He was going for the copycat.
You can't, dude. You can never. I know Prelux did it.
Prelux is already, he's counting his wins here. He was clicking on the arena. He's counting his energy on Lucario.
Kaji, man. We gotta just say we gotta draw better off the copycat or we're cooked.
Definitely, I would say this is definitely like a learning moment where like you watch this match back from this perspective and you're gonna be like, oh God, what was I doing? You know, why did I do that? And in your hand, sometimes it makes sense. You're like, okay, I'm gonna drop this so I get the biggest copycat I can possibly get. But again, it's like you now have put a Mega that's damaged on the board and can get one shot. So
yeah.
Alrighty.
The matchup is already terrible. I like again, you put the thing in play and you're just hoping your opponent doesn't have Cyrus. But dude, you need like the matchup's already bad. You need something to go your way. Like you got to copycat into 3 and hope that copycat was a Mega Lucario, X Speed, Cyrus. Like that's what it's gonna take. Unfortunate. It's just a really terrible matchup for the Hitmontop variant. Like horrible.
Yeah. You're right. It was definitely an uphill battle to begin with, and I think, I don't know, obviously a misplay in that last game there, not very great starts in the other ones. They didn't get energy advantage in either one of those games, and I think that also is a big plus there. But I mean, either way, go ahead.
Maybe even not a misplay, because the argument could also be made, well, I just have to hope my opponent has Cyrus. I don't know how many cards Prelux had left in deck at that point, but it is like, well, maybe he just doesn't have Cyrus, and I copycat into my own Cyrus.
That's
and
true.
Then if he doesn't have an answer for it, I win on the next turn. Nothing felt good. Nothing. It's just a terrible. I feel bad for Itachi.
I just realized this
here to neutralize all other Lucarios.
This is Magma versus Magma. Magma Akage versus Magma Prelux. The Magma boys taking over this week. All right, let me finish getting this set up here, and they should be good to start. I think we'll just watch from Prelux's point of view, once again, just because it's solid gameplay footage.
Okay. You got any predictions here? I think I already know who's gonna win.
Who are you going? I am gonna root for Prelux on this one. I think he went against a Dark Tina earlier, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a pretty sound victory for Prelux. Yeah, he did. He went up against Diego.
Yeah.
So,
I think this build of Lucario has a very good time in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking here.
Dark Tina's only strength in this matchup is the fact that this is a deck that puts your opponent on, if they start optimally with a Darkrai and a Giratina, it puts your opponent on like a 3-turn timer to get it figured out. That's always been one of Dark Tina's biggest strengths, is like, hey dude, I'm a basic deck, I'm gonna have 2 basic swinging for a lot of damage within 3 turns. If you do not get set up quick enough, you lose. So on it's a Kage? Yeah, on a Kage side, it's probably going to be a lot of try to keep the hand small, limit the draws, and play into that win con of, hey, hope you don't have it. Because if you do have it, it's not looking good for you.
all right, I'm just finishing getting the predictions all set up for this next match. If anybody else wants to actually go vote on this, you guys can do that over on the Twitch page. Make sure you follow up, get them channel points rolling, and go drop your predictions. It's now live. I'm going to let these players know they are good to start. Where's the match at? Tilly, super glad you were able to tap in. I was super scattered today just trying to cast this solo. So again, I was really glad you tapped in. Wait.
Kage with the, oh, you're giving me the win.
I know, I saw that. I'm like, wait a second, is that what you're calling the judge for? That would have been really disappointing if that was actually the case, where he's like, no, I'm just conceding it. Go ahead, you can have it.
Prelux cares more about boosting the Dark Tina agenda.
Totally.
Than getting a win under. Has Prelux won one of these before?
Good question. I think he has. Oh boy. Again, goldfish brain kicking in. Let's ask. It looks like they are searching, so as soon as they have the gameplay up and running, I'll have it on the screen. Should be just a moment here. There it is.
All right.
Right, so game 1 in our finals with Akage versus Prelux. Akage playing Dark Tina, Prelux playing Mega Lucario. Again, I'm joined with Tilly. Tilly, super glad you could make it out here. Interesting top 4 in finals so far. I definitely...
I want you to know, Jay.
Yes.
I was going to say, I had the option.
Yes.
Stream myself or do this cast. And I picked this cast.
Oh. Tilly. I'm bowing. You can't see me right now, but I'm like bowing down, praying, hands in the air. Chat, you guys all need to do the same. Big W's for Tilly in the chat. Tilly, thank you again for joining me, dude.
I did a stream last night and it was torture. It was the worst
rank grind or what?
ever. I went minus 80 and then fought my way back to exactly where I started. It was like, wow, what a night.
Yeah,
those are the worst.
Those
rank
are
right
the
now
worst.
Is tough. Rank right now is really
I
tough.
think we talked about it kind of at the beginning of this season, a few tournaments back, where I was kind of predicting that this was going to be a very rough season of ranked, just due to the fact that there is so much variety. You're not going to really be able to catch an edge on like, oh, here's the Hydreigon counter, rock this and get 17 win streak or 17 wins in a row. It was very hard to get win streaks this season, it felt like.
Yes. Last night was because a lot of my farming came from, everyone's playing Meowscarada today.
Yeah.
Let me counter Meowscarada, big bang boom, plus 200 points on the day. I'm good. Last night was you are going to face a different deck for 2 hours straight. You are never going to face the same thing twice. So it's very difficult. On the game real quick, this is exactly what the Dark Tina wants. There's no Darkrai, which is super unfortunate for Akage, but this is exactly what you're hoping for. Now, I was about to say, Akage is not able to play that hand down past 4 cards, which means if Prelux was to find a copycat, it's not looking good for him. This is a really tough decision.
Debating the cape here too, just to get a bigger copycat. I don't think Hitmonlee is necessarily the best cape target, but that'll do, huh?
This is the cape will feel good on the Riolu, but I have to find a Riolu first. So let's just try to maximize that draw.
Copycat ended up being not terrible here, I feel like. Definitely hit our Riolu basics in addition to a Professor, so we've got more card draw coming. There's no bench snipe, right? You should be safe to put these down.
Yeah, you're 100% good. The issue I'm seeing here is Prelux at this point. Oh, the hand blocker's back. Prelux at this point has spent so many of his very valuable resources. The giant cape's gone. The field blower's gone. I guess this is his best angle, is just try to deal with the Giratina that has all the energy, because you cannot afford to just attack into the active spot if he gets another Rocky Helmet down on it, because that Giratina will be ready to come up and take the counter KO. I like that Sabrina.
Okay.
I like that Sabrina. That's -1 turn for Prelux if he does not see the X speed, which also might have been another resource gone. I'm not sure.
And this is really what you need to do, right? Is stall as much as you can in preventing this Lucario deck from getting that 3 energy on a Mega Lucario and then just start tearing through your team.
Oh my gosh, give me a second. I have to subscribe to this guy. I'm getting hit with ads.
Get the Prime. Do Twitch Prime or whatever it is. That it gives you free ads to everybody.
My Prime.
Or not Prime.
Wait,
what is it called? It's like Twitch Nitro is what it's called. And it gives you free ads to everybody. Dude, it's totally worth it. It's like an extra $1 or something as opposed to just subbing to somebody.
Well, Prelux, enjoy the cash.
There you go.
Get this ad out of here, dude. I'm subscribed.
He better win now. He better win. They just noticed that you're casting the game. They're like, W Tilly, he's casting the game. That's funny. He subbed because of ads.
Someone called it out.
They'll find out in 5 minutes when the delay catches up on this stream. That's funny.
God. This is why I don't use Twitch, though, because
I totally forget that I
So-
subject my co-casters to that a lot of the time. I get so used to just having that Nitro thing that I'm like, oh yeah, Twitch has ads.
It's okay. I don't mind tossing Prelux a little bit of bread.
Well, and if he wins, it'll just
Put a
be
show on for us.
it'll be worth it, right? Yeah, exactly.
I'm putting it on the company card anyways.
There you go. Perfect.
I use the Pocket Mads team debit card.
There you go. We're making like 7 videos off this game too, so we're recouping the losses.
Where? Okay, so we evolved into Lucario. Zygarde's here.
Do you just go and start powering up Lucario?
Can you remember if Prelux used his X speed?
I don't think he did yet. Or no, did he? Oh my gosh, I think he did during that initial copycat, right? Again, we got 2 goldfish brains here in one pond, and it's always a dangerous combination. I can't remember. I've seen too many X-Speed copycats this today.
Casting has made me like legit feel worse about myself because I am realizing that all of these players are able to keep track of their resources without checking their discard pile every single turn.
Players on phones? How do these players on phones never check like the opponent's deck list? I could never. Not in a million. It's like,
oh, dude, I'm always scouting. Always.
Oh, yeah. Always looking. It's like when you see those people at restaurants and like your server takes your order and they do it without a notepad and they just remember everything in their head. I'm like, how? How can you ever do that? I couldn't even get your drink order right, let alone the whole food.
Right. And then, oh my God, this just a slight Tilly rant, but you'll have like, oh my God, because I used to work, jobs like that.
Yeah.
It's always one of the older people. They'll go, don't you need to write this down? Like, dude, you ordered a coffee, man. I got it. I don't need to write it down, bro.
That I see. I don't know. I'm the type where I come back and I'm like, coffee? What did they order? Or you know what? They say it to me and I turn around with full confidence, walk back there, and I'm like, wait a sec. What did they just say to me? That's me. That's how I do it. All right. Tuning into the game here. We're going in with Mega Lucario. We are going to get the KO here, and then I think we win. We have Arena and Karina, and what do you do to combo that? Nothing.
Yeah, there's no hope here for Akage.
And that's the problem with Lucario, or at least going up against a Lucario, is once they get that 3 energy, and if they have Arena and Karina, the ability to hit for 190, I guess on this deck, 210 with the type advantage is absolutely disgusting. There's no way to block it.
Yeah, the real problem here is that we had no Darkrai until, I don't even know, turn 4 or 5. Just impossible to put on any early pressure onto like these Hitmonlees and just try to get him out of here while also healing, the Giratina. But this is... Oh, we didn't spend the XP. That was last game.
I guess that was last game. You're right. That's funny. Well, just like that, 170 going out. Dark Tina probably having a great time with a lot of these other decks in the current meta, but this deck, I would say, is got to be one of your worst matchups, if not the worst matchup for you, because that is... There's no way to block it, and you have type advantage. Very, very dominant first game there for Prelux.
This Darktina would farm maybe any other Lucario variant that exists, I would think.
That
this one,
too.
No, we have the technology.
We have the technology. We made him stronger, faster. He hits harder. $6 million Lucario. Just waiting on this last game to search up, guys. We'll have it on the screen here as soon as it's up and running. Guys, quick reminder. If you oh, go ahead, Tilly. What were you going to say?
No, you do your reminder.
Plug
away.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm going to go into a promo spiel. Guys, if you're not followed up to myself, Tilly, Maddie, go do that. If you're not subbed up to, again, myself, Tilly, Maddie, go do that. Tilly, were you going to go live at all today then? Or are you maybe after the tourney?
No.
Or you, no?
No, I really only had a little bit of free time today. And it just happened to line up.
Hey, we're super glad you graced us.
My girlfriend's friend said, "You want to go to TJ Maxx?" I'm like, "Go ahead. I'm sick of packing. Just like I'll take an hour break. Go nuts."
Yeah. Please go to TJ Maxx without me. I can miss that trip.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to do, not putting things in boxes for a little bit of my day.
Well, again, super glad you're able to join us.
Needed me.
You did, dude. I was like dying this week. I'm like, I had nothing. And this week especially, I don't know what it was, but I was super scrambled. I think we're also light on judges. So at the start of the tournament, I was also trying to help judge in addition to like running all this. Yeah, it was just, I was spread so thin today that I wasn't on my top game, that's for sure. But Tilly came in, tapped in, helped me out. It was like a tag match here where I'm like on the ropes, barely making it. Then Tilly comes in. We see the stadium music. The stadium lights get down, the music starts playing, Tilly walks in with a steel chair.
I just realized the Dark Tina does not even play a PCL. This matchup is ultra cooked for Akage. Oh my god. That 30 just gets to live on the Giratina forever. Like, you can't heal it from the bench. There's no way.
And then it's like, what do you even do with that energy now? Oh, okay. Well, early Sabrina, again, we're going to try to stall him. But he has Popsicle.
Yeah,
and Omega Lucario.
He is not concerned with this.
Does he out... No, he doesn't. Or I guess he kind of does. I was going to say, does he out energy the Darkrai in this scenario? Because if he goes, attaches to his active Riolu, maybe even drops the arena here. That way you're hitting for 40 damage, and then the following turn it's a 2-shot. Do they have... They do have a stadium.
I think I'm fine with the Evo. I feel like you're this is bad. This is not great for him. X speed? Nope. Okay.
The blower is something.
If you burn this energy on the Lucario, Darkrai attacks in 2 more turns. Maybe you just have enough? He's not attacking this turn. You'll have 1 on Lucario. He'll attack, knock out Hitmonlee. You'll go up to 2 energy on Lucario. He also has wasted his Sabrina. He's out of Sabrina. So I guess you are perfectly okay with pinging this Giratina again. Darkrai is going to knock out Hitmonlee. And then you just send up that other Riolu. And then you can build up to your 3 energy Mega Lucario. Field Blower on Giant Cape.
The thing is now is
Prelux has his own field blower.
Yeah, I was about to say he has his own blower to get rid of either that stadium or the cape on, Akage's end.
I would think the most important thing for him to get rid of at this point is the Rocky Helmet. Wait. If he... No, he doesn't even need the Rocky Helmet if he just has Red plus Darkrai. Ooh. This is actually getting scary for Prelux now.
He doesn't have his energy like he did last game, right? He's really behind on energy. So he might need to, I don't know, sack the second Riolu if it comes down to it while he's building up.
That's what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking what this game will come down to is, okay, well, you're letting go of the field blower. That kind of just gives Akage 1 more option to respond, knock out this Lucario when it does have to come to the active. I guess you were probably looking for Cyrus there. As Prelux, you have... Okay, no. This... Okay. I understand. I see what's happening now. Prelux is looking for Cyrus to take out that Giratina, neutralize that problem of it one-shotting your Lucario in return. Akage is looking for Rocky Helmet and Red to be able to take that return KO. And Prelux is going to get a couple turns to do it here. I think last time he checked, he has like 8 cards in deck.
So he's going in with Riolu here, right? That's the play?
Yeah, I think we're pushing Riolu. And we're hoping we see Cyrus.
There's an X speed.
That's fine. We're allowed.
There it is.
Allowed one more turn.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect. And he got the Zygarde for Sabrina protection too. This is game-winning hand right here, I feel like.
Akage's already burned his Sabrina. So, like, no matter
what,
he was at least good this turn. That's why he's
You're
able
absolutely
to
right.
even vent this guy right now.
I'm smushing all my games together. I forgot he burned that Sabrina right at the beginning there to stall.
Akage
And put
has
that
no
Riolu in.
Either.
I think that's probably good, huh?
I think so. You would, as Prelux from here, you would have to whiff either Stadium or Field Blower or Karina to lose the game from here. Yeah, no, I guess as a Kage, your one hope would be that you started Giratina, so then you're not taking bench snipe damage. That just would have had to be the hope. And then, like, you can pivot out of it into Darkrai with the Plaza Stadium. But that Giratina being on the bench, yeah, that's just terrible. And from here, we just get to Cyrus it up, and then... Well... Okay, 3 out of the last 4 cards in his deck win him the game. I think it's literally impossible for him to whiff here.
What is left?
Wait, is it?
We're missing...
No, it's... Wait.
Karina and
No,
Arena.
it's not
I think...
impossible. He has a 25% chance to lose this game, I think. Let me see. Yeah, he's not... Yeah. Yeah. The rest of his deck is Field Blower, Karina, Stadium, and one other card that I don't know what it is.
Second Pokeball, maybe? I don't know if we've seen 2 Pokeballs.
It's something else useless, but if he hits that, then Akage does have a chance. Because he'll be doing exactly enough damage with Darkrai.
Oh, no way.
To win.
Buckle up, folks. Here we go. Oh, he's hiding it. He doesn't want us to know. He's looking at the discard pile.
75% of the time, Prelux gets there. Oh, a game 3 would be so interesting.
I would love it. I love seeing game 3s in the finals, so I wouldn't complain, especially if we see a comeback on Dark Tina here, because they definitely had to climb up the hill to get here.
Here we go.
Right. I can't look. Oh my god, it was the Pokeball!
No! His only option is retreat into Zygarde.
Oh no.
No, he can't. He loses.
He can't. It's 2 prize points. It's over.
It's
yeah.
over. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Bro, that is the caster curse like I've never seen before in my life. Whoops. I think we comboed that, right? You were saying it's a 75% chance, and I'm like, I think the only thing left is a Pokeball.
Yeah, dude.
Whoops.
Fusion Ha, man. We just...
Yeah, exactly. Till Dankest.
We put that one together perfectly. Cinema, dude. Oh, we're such good script writers.
Exactly. Paid actor Tilly.
Wild. All right, dude. While this plug or something, I don't know. I'm just grabbing
a plug or something. Exactly. I gotta get my senses back here. That was crazy. Nobody expected that, I guess, except for me and Tilly, because we kind of called it, unfortunately. 25% chance for Prelux to have lost that match, and he hit it. He managed to do it. But that's all right. We're looking at a game 3. Maybe Dina did that on purpose. Maybe they set that up on purpose. They were like, nah, we want this to be a fun finals. You know, we need a little back and forth. We can't just have this go 2-0. What kind of finals would that be? Not only that, guys, but it's Magma Akage versus Magma Prelux. This is like, it's a cinematic finish, that's for sure. Folks, quick reminder, if you haven't yet liked up the stream, definitely do that right now. We are streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So again, if you haven't liked YouTube, if you're not subbed up on YouTube, make sure to do that now. We are streaming on Maddie's YouTube. He is going to drop Meta Monday and break down all this information tomorrow. So guys, make sure you got your bells on and make sure you check that video when it happens. Also, Tilly and I are both posting content. I got a video from yesterday on the undefeated Mimikyu deck. Tilly, did you see that? Oh my lord. So your guys' the Pod Squad Mimikyu deck made a return yesterday. It was undefeated in Swiss rounds. Showed up one game late. They just showed up late, so they had technically one loss, but they showed up and went 6 games in a row. And then today, they unfortunately were like 16 minutes late showing up. So they just got they DQ'd. They didn't even get to finish the run. That's what I was saying. Like, such a bummer of an ending. That's what I thought too. Is like, bro didn't know how to set his alarm or something. I don't know what happened there. Wasn't prepared for that IRL sleep scam.
Now I gotta be down here towards the bottom then. He made day 2.
What was the player's name? Ash 007. _007.
Ash 007. Okay. Take a look at this list. Is it just how it used to be built?
There's a field blower, I think, and yeah, pretty similar, I feel like.
And a poncho.
And a poncho.
Wow.
Dude, it was nasty. And it's kind of great against this current meta, right? It almost turns it into like a 3 prize point deck when you have to hit through that Mimikyu shield. It was working out well, that's for sure. Gave him just enough stall to set the Greninjas up and then hang in their targets.
That's it. Like, I would love to run that in ranked. I am in no position at this point because I am right on the outside of what should be top 1,000.
Uh-oh.
And if I lose
Can't afford
points,
Yep.
I'm gonna explode.
It's always the worst. Is like, I want to try this deck, but I'm top 1,000, and it's like, well, how do I try this in top 1,000?
Okay, so I was saying last game that like leading Giratina seems like the way to go. But yeah, I guess you do just get the Zygarde to poke it, dude. There's no good option for Akage here. And no Darkrai, dude.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, he had to attach that Dark Energy to the Giratina, which like at some point you do want the Dark Energy on the Giratina, but you probably would rather be going aggressive with
Darkrai. Yeah, exactly.
Akage's really gonna need.
Okay.
To keep the price pop. That's good. But he's really going to need a stadium. That works.
That kind of sucks, though, because he could have just bumped that naturally, right?
Yeah. Now...
it does suck, though. Oh, no way. Okay, so now we're going super... We're going super Lucario.
Yeah. And here's where it's going to get interesting for Akage, which is... Well, I guess never mind. You do still have to use ability. If that Dark Energy had been in Darkrai and he had the stadium,
yeah,
he could just be going in and going super
go
aggressive.
Aggro. Yeah.
And Prelux has nothing. This is a wild finals. Okay, this is wild.
Edge of my seat. Honestly, Prelux, it's coming down to what he top decks right here, maybe even the following turn, but he is really going to start to feel the pressure here if he doesn't draw into some cards. That Ice Pop going crazy.
I almost wonder if you would hoped that it went away. If Prelux top decks a copycat. Nope, it's a second Riolu. It's nothing.
This isn't good.
Nothing.
This is not good.
No, Prelux has to find this Lucario within... I mean, he does have like a couple turns here.
Yeah.
Because once that Lucario set up, it's just... It's so detrimental for Akage. But Prelux is drawing nothing. That's kind of just the win con. Is like, if I just get Lucario from here, I'm probably good.
Yo, and not only that, but like they've saved their Sabrina at this point. So if they play through the Zygarde, hit through the Hitmonlee, things could start to get real scary then. Then you're in Sabrina territory. Yes. We're going to see how they play this.
Debating benching the Riolu, recognizing a Sabrina late in the game could cost him. This is not a just slam it on the bench type moment.
He might need to start playing that popsicle, though, if he is going to play it. We're running out of time here.
I can't imagine he is. I think you're good to just save it for one more turn.
So.
If Akage chills and tries to knock out the Zygarde by,
Oh my god, what are you doing? Hit.
So this is the problem with benching the Riolu. As soon as you bench the Riolu, you say, I'm going to lose to Sabrina if I do not find second Lucario.
Yes.
On the contrary, if you do not bench that Riolu and he gets through this Zygarde, you could lose to an early Sabrina by your only Riolu with energy getting knocked out. Usually, it's better to just hold that basic because you're giving your opponent less turns to find that Sabrina. Like, you would need the Sabrina next turn for this to be a problem. Now,
they bellow.
Okay. He's gonna get punished by this as soon as he sees the
Oh
ice
no!
Oh! Well, not even a punish, I guess, because we did find
Mega Lucario,
so
and that's
actually the correct play.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Or no, he doesn't have. He's 10 damage short.
No. He can't attack.
Popsicle player here is good, I think. I think you do Popsicle, and I think...
We also have to recognize that Akage has not yet lost that Ice Pop. He's been able to perfectly keep this Giratina at 170 HP.
You can't attack here, though, right? If you go in and attack with Mega Lucario, you're setting yourself up for a bad time. Yeah.
You're cooked. Now, next turn, what... let me see here. Akage needs a lot, and he only has a 4-card hand. So what he's gonna need is he doesn't need Plaza to retreat and knock this.
Are we going into Hitmonlee? Are we going to Hitmonlee? We are.
I don't know what. Okay.
With the Cyrus play, but who are we Cyrusing in? Tina. Okay.
Well, I think as Akage, what you're gonna do is just attach to the Giratina, retreat into Darkrai, and swing. And start putting the pressure on and saying, bro, like, this Mega Lucario has to come to the active spot. But what Akage needs is the Rocky Helmet on Darkrai this turn.
Bro, what a finals this is turning into.
Do we see Rocky Helmet on Darkrai, retreat, and attack? Here's the Darkrai attack. This play does not make sense unless you have Helmet for the Darkrai. Or I guess the red in hand doesn't.
Oh, there it is!
He literally... Akage needs... He needs red plus other Darkrai. He did just Pokeball, so we know he has the other Darkrai. But he needs red in hand. And... Oh boy, dude, this is coming down to it. The best card for Prelux at this point in the game is probably
Karina,
Blower.
Isn't it? Or Field Blower? Karina Field Blower combo?
He would need Field Blower to attack this turn. Dude, oh no.
Oh no.
He's just gone through none of his deck. He's seen no draw cards. Oh no! Oh no, man.
Dead Pokeball's not what you want. That's for sure. At this point, he can't even like stall.
Just say, I have to take the risk.
Yeah, I think he has to.
And say, Akage, there's no red in that hand. It's the only way I'm winning. Otherwise, you're...
Oh no. Oh no, the cursed Pokeball.
It got him twice.
That's what got him last game too. It was. Oh no. Bro's gonna have to demote that gold Pokeball into a normal one.
I was gonna say he's burning those Pokeballs for Shine Dust after.
Oh, he's checking the list.
Oh,
reading. What are we looking? Uh-oh. He has to do it.
Because at this point,
yeah,
I feel like you have to bench.
He's running out of time. Hurry it up, dude.
Zygarde.
You think that's the play, the retreat play? I don't know about that one. I think he's got to go for it.
I think both suck.
I think both are terrible. Yeah, you either have to do this and hope that Akage is not holding red, or you have to retreat into Zygarde, hope that he doesn't have Sabrina on the following turn, or you find your next Mega Lucario.
So what's okay?
A copycat.
He's got type advantage, so that's 150 for the hit, 170 with the Darkrai, 190 with a
red.
With a red.
Akage needs red. If he has red, it's GG's.
Oh god. Oh god. Tilly, not like this.
I played a lot of games against Darktina. They always have red. They always have it.
Not like this.
There's the attach to Darkrai.
He's teasing us. BM in the audience here. Ah, there it is.
There it is. Oh no.
What? Darktina just won Pokemans? What year are we in?
Oh my god. Dude, I'm
Bro.
so glad I pulled up for this finals.
Dude, I am too. Absolutely. What an insane finals that was. They won. We thought it was over 2 games ago. There was no chance in hell for this Darktina game or player, and now they just won. Wow.
Dude, if I'm Prelux, I'm seeing that Pokeball as I try to fall asleep. I'm closing my eyes and all I see is gold.
That thing's getting discarded. I think you're right. I think you have to just like turn that into whatever those the shop tickets are. Dust that thing ASAP. What an end to this tournament. I cannot believe we just saw that happen. Let me get my bearings straight here. Holy moly.
Wow, man. You just have to be sick as Prelux. The 25% chance to draw the only card in your deck that did not win you the tournament in game 2.
Yeah. No, he's going to want to watch that game back, I feel like. I'm going to have that chopped up into a replay, and he's probably going to want to watch that one back, because that was absolutely insane how, like, it came down to it like that. The first game coming down to a 25% chance to draw a dead Pokeball, which he did draw. And then this last game, I didn't see how many cards he had left, but he had to be under 8 cards, right?
I think at the end of the game, Prelux had 8 cards left in his deck. I don't know if he played a single draw supporter that game. Maybe a research at the start, but...
And that's another thing, too, is like, I feel like you're right. He didn't even get any, like, draw support there, other than that dead Pokeball.
Nope. And then the Pokeball came back to haunt him last turn, dude. The last turn of the game. It returned. Oh, man. Dude, shout out to Kage, though. Winning with Darktina is based at this point.
Bro.
In Pocket's life. That's
beyond
awesome.
based, right? Tina's coming back for the last, what day? Is tonight the last night of ranked? Or when does that end? No. 2 more nights, I think, right?
It's like Tuesday or something.
Okay. Well, we might see a rise in Darktina for the last few days of ranked. I can't believe this. Tilly, I got the deck list on the screen real quick here. If we just want to go through it real quickly. There's nothing new other than the field blower, right? If we count the stadiums too, I guess, right?
I think we probably just traded field blower or Pokemon Center Lady for the field blower. I think, if I can remember, maybe even the last time people were playing Darktina.
Yeah. Again, I'm like still in shock. Somebody pinch me. Is this real? Did Darktina actually just win this? What a line, too. They had the line at the end. How many cards was that? They had to hit the Darkrai, the red. They didn't have to hit the Plaza, but they did. The helmet, they had to hit the helmet. I mean, so many things had to line up for him there. And unfortunately for Prelux, they did line up for him. Scrolling through the list here, just seeing what Akage managed to beat this week. First round, he actually took out Iluchin. Well, I didn't really take him out, but he beat Iluchin, I guess. Moving on, the only thing he lost to was a Meowscarada, but that makes sense, and a Zoroark. I could see Zoroark being a problem, too. Just that really aggressive 90 damage coming at you. I don't know how they lost it, but I would assume that it had to be, like, really aggro on Zoroark's end.
I would agree. That's a huge problem.
Yeah. But, there's a Kage taking it. Scrolling through the standings real quickly here. We'll take a quick look at the standings, the metagame, before we wrap things up. Prelux coming in second with Lucario playing the Hitmonlee, not the Hitmon top version, right? The Hitmonlee Zygarde version. Kind of cool that we got Zygarde being used. It's not like it's the greatest card of all time, but at least it's seeing use in a deck. I like that.
I thought it was going to be useless. I did not
Totally.
get one.
No, yeah.
I got my
no
2
way.
Zygarde EX and said, good enough. I don't need to do any more
no.
solo battles.
Uh-oh.
So my deck has been Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
We need promos to, like, either return the promos events or allow trading for promos. One of the two. You know, there's a surprising amount of... Well, I shouldn't say a surprising amount because it's only 2 people. But as I say, there's a surprising amount of Dark Tina in Top Cut. I guess 3. One person here at the very end. But 3 Dark Tinas make Top Cut this weekend. Which is 3 more than I expected to make Top Cut this weekend. So, the fact that Tina's even here.
I've absolutely seen Dark Tina at, like, almost every tournament. Like, there's always just one. Like, I don't think it's ever quite done it and won a tournament this format. Maybe it has, maybe a smaller one. Maybe I just can't remember because my brain don't work so good no more.
Exactly, me
but
too.
I've definitely been seeing Dark Tina. Like, it has been a thought in the back of my head that, yeah, that guy is around sometime. But to win is wild.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I feel like Dark Tina hasn't won a major tournament in months. So, crazy to see it return and put on a performance like that too, especially since it was like an uphill battle for him. On paper, it looks like they shouldn't have won that, but the cards aligned. Scrolling down the list here, we've got, I'm just going to point out some decks that were kind of fun this weekend. Kresna 19 playing Decidueye Ariados. I don't know if you got a chance to check this deck out at all, Tilly. They're in 12th place. They went 8-3. This deck was really cool. If you're lucky enough to start with Spiritomb in the active, and then set up your Ariadoses on the bench, you can kind of just like lock them in, right? Then they're stuck in the active while the entire bench is taking that damage, and it sets up the Decidueye finisher, essentially, right? Decidueye being able to hit for 100 damage on anything that has damage on it. So it's combos really well with the Spiritomb. Super fun to watch, but it also felt like unless you got that Spiritomb start, it wasn't like a great start for you. You know, I'm like, you didn't really necessarily want to start with the Spinarak, Ariados. You didn't want to start with Rowlet. You really only wanted to start with Spiritomb, and that's asking a lot sometimes to make that be a consistent thing. So, especially when you're only running the one of. What else we got here? Any other standouts? Malamar and Mega Absol had a little spree too. I think they got taken out by, actually, ironically enough, they got taken out by Meowscarada. I was thinking it was Mega Altaria that might have took him out just because there's not a whole lot of evolution happening in Mega Altaria, but Meowscarada actually was the one that took him out. So, anyways, kind of an interesting deck there. Anything else here? Oh, yeah. But real quickly, the Ash deck, the Mimikyu deck. Again, I made a video on this on my channel, guys. Go check that out. But they unfortunately lost their top 32 round. So this is what really confuses me, is they showed up for top 64 and won a game. They won against Palme and then lost in top 32 because they were like 15, 20 minutes late.
Man.
Okay, and actually, now that my goldfish brain is reigniting here, they had some sort of bug on Limitless. So this wasn't necessarily the player's fault. This was really just like an unfortunate like turnout. They were saying their Limitless wasn't updating, so they didn't get like notification that the round had even started. So
that's happened to me.
Yeah, and I think what it is it's a top cut thing. If you're not manually refreshing, it just doesn't refresh the match for you. Since everybody's going like out the gates at once and it's not just rolling out round by round, the people who are winning their games, it might not update on your end, or it's causing that lack of update. So I think if I had to take a best guess, that's probably what happened. Very unfortunate, because I mean, Ash, again, they didn't lose a single game. They beat Palme. They had won against Bixie playing Mega Lucario Hitmontop, so I'm kind of confident they would have won there too, right? Imagine that would have won the tournament. Mimikyu Greninja. There's always next time. In fact, you know what? There's always Thursday, the Dankest Cup, number 2. Guys, we're going to be streaming that new set, or excuse me, a tournament for the new set on Thursday. New set drops on Wednesday. Tilly, do you got plans for the new set at all?
upload a lot of videos in between
yeah.
stacking boxes into my car.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. Tilly.
Those are the plans.
Yeah, Tilly's moving next week, and kind of unfortunate because there's a lot of action going on next week. But
I know. I knew it. It's how it goes. We release the sets on the end of the month, and you always move into a new place at the end of the month.
Get the move out of the way. Get the move out of the way, and then you can come back and we'll have fun. We got the whole month. I mean, look at this. It took till like the final week of this set to have a finals that was like, whoa. I don't know. I think actually every top cut this week or this month was a pretty fun top cut. Maybe not last week because we had a lot of sleep scam, but besides that, we had a pretty good month.
I sat the right one out. Other than
you
that,
sat the right one out, totally.
And then like Manectric versus what was that one? It was Manectric versus.
Oh yeah, what was that? Was it grass or was it fire? What was that?
I think Sceptile won twice in a row. I think it was Manectric versus Sceptile.
Hold on, let me take a quick look. What was it? Pokémons. Oh, it was Sceptile. That's what I would say. It was grass, right? I remember there being grass. Yes, it was Sceptile versus Manectric that time. But
it's been an interesting month, man.
Yeah,
see what
I thought so
when you
too.
print good cards that aren't toxic. You get some cool decks that people want to see.
Dude, I am so excited for next month. I know the trailer didn't really give us like a whole lot of insight as to how the cards are going to work, but I have confidence that we're missing a lot of things and that these decks are going to end up being fun to play, or these new cards are going to be fun to play.
I hope so.
Yeah. Somebody, I don't know if you caught yesterday at all, but Gardevoir was kind of popping off. And I was thinking Gardevoir might actually work kind of well with a few of those psychic cards that we're going to get. I can't remember which one it is. There's one that has like 4 energy and it's a psychic. I think it's 2 psychic, 2 colorless. But I mean, something like that might even combo well with Gardevoir. Is that what it is? Iron Boulder? Yeah.
I think that's his name. He's the Terrakion.
I'm trying to figure out how you...
the Fluttermane as well.
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, Fluttermane might be really fun with a Gardevoir deck like that, because you'll have an excess of energy. So it's like, who cares if it does take it from you? Whippy dip. But if it manages to steal an energy from something like a Sceptile or Blaziken or Magnezone, it's gonna definitely like potentially stop them from being able to attack that following turn. So I think there's some potential in Fluttermane. I don't know. I feel like we're missing some pieces to the puzzle as far as like getting energy set up, because it seems like all of those cards have pretty high energy requirements in this 2 energy meta.
Yeah, that's my biggest wish, is that there's some sort of acceleration for the ancient and future Pokemon that, because like Psychic's good, it's got it. Just like play Mega Gardevoir or play Genetic Apex Gardevoir if we get to that point where that's somehow better. The Psychic stuff's got it, but like the Fighting Koraidon, if you have ancient specific fighting acceleration, maybe good. We'll just have to see the set. There's a lot more Paradox Pokemon that have not been revealed and could get a card that would help out any of those decks. So very hopeful. I love Paradox Pokemon. I've said it a million times. Ancient Box was my deck in the TCG. I even bought a specific, it was a deck where you needed to keep track of how many Pokemon you had in your discard pile. I bought a little like spinning gear that counted.
Oh, that's cool.
Keep track. I was such a main of that deck. I'm like, I'm done with counting this. I just need an easy device to click up, and then there we go. I have 20 Pokemon in my discard pile. Don't need to keep counting.
Yeah, and the TCG, I suppose that gets a little out of control. You're not just playing with 20 cards, and you know, it's pretty easy to kind of remember 20 cards off the top of your head. But when you double,
figure out the math in your head, like how much damage am I doing? Okay, let me recount and verify. You waste so much time. It was so efficient.
I'm excited. I can't wait. My plan is, I think on Wednesday night when the set goes live, I'm gonna be live. Opening packs. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a funner way to open packs other than just go live and open packs. You know what I mean? I
will never do it again because I had the peak of my career when I opened back-to-back gold ponchos on stream.
Oh, no way.
I never need to do another pack opening video again. It's done. That was it. That was the peak. You can't beat that.
Tilly, I'm trying to find somebody. I tried it with Sekiro, but his PC had like, I don't think it can handle it because it kept crashing when we were trying to pull this off. But my thought is we set up a something similar to this, where like I have your face cam on my screen, and if you were to share your gameplay over Discord, I could then load my gameplay on the screen is next to your gameplay, and then have both your face, my face, and both gameplay on the screen, and do some collab pack openings. That's what I'm trying to do. I need somebody to collab pack open with me. Maybe not this month, but maybe next month.
I will tell you from my experience, I've stopped going live for
pack openings,
like, pack resets, because then I'm like building decks and I don't really know quite how I'm gonna build it, and I'm trying to test it while also like entertaining chat. And then if I stream, I don't have a video ready to go for like frame 1. So I prefer, like, I don't even go live because it's more valuable for me and my
That's a great idea.
To just not stream, open the packs, try out some things, edit it on the fly, and then upload a video. And I get a video up, you know, like an hour or two after the pack's been live.
And that's definitely the way to do it. Monopolize that as fast as possible.
Exactly.
I think on my end, too, I always notice, too, I'm like, okay, I go live, try to open packs, and there's literally the entire Pocket community live. So
everyone else is live, too. Yeah. Everyone else is live, dude. Everyone. If I had if I paid editors and they were able to, like, on the fly take my stream somehow and chop it up and make a video ready for me, like, so by the time I'm done streaming, they're like, hey, here's the video, go ahead and upload it, you know, then it makes sense. But on my own, I just gotta, it's more valuable for me to just do a video on my own.
I think you're right. I don't know. I gotta figure out something with pack openings because I hate the way it goes down right now. But guys, I am gonna be opening packs. That being said, I am gonna open packs live on stream this week. I have to. I have my tournament the following day, so I've gotta, like, I'm gonna spend that Wednesday literally just going live, testing the cards, and anybody that pops into my stream, I'm gonna smother them with the announcement on my tournament the following day. So. In fact, I guess real quickly here before we wrap things up, guys, one last time, I am hosting a tournament this week on Thursday, May 28th at 5 p.m. I'm Mountain Time, so 5 p.m. Mountain Time, but it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be right when the new set gets loaded to Limitless. It's going to be a big, giant 2-day tournament. I hope to see, again, everybody there. If you can at least even just stop into the live stream, that would be awesome. I just hope this turns into a big event. We're going to have Rosie and Jimbo casting this one. I'm going to have a 3-person cast on day 2. We're going to try that out, see how it goes. Fingers crossed, right?
Entertainment while I pack. I appreciate it.
Dude, Tilly's going to, I hope you drop in. Again, Tilly's going to be busy this week. Perfect. Love to see it. We're going to be running these again too, Tilly, so maybe on the next one we'll get you in on that one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Fingers are crossed.
No
All right,
doubt,
guys.
Man.
Tilly, any other... anything else, I guess, you want to maybe get off your chest before we wrap things up?
No, I'm good, bro.
All right, Brody.
Good tournament, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super glad you joined me. That ended up being way more hype with you here. So, in fact, I believe that it turned into the ending that we got purely because you did show up. I think Dina saw that and they were like, type in the commands, make it a game 3. Make Dartina win. That was the best. All right, Brody.
Incredible stuff.
Yes. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys for coming out this weekend. It was a lot of fun. And thank you so much to the Pocket Ads team as well. Guys, I'll be live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. So make sure you guys are tapped in, locked in, all that good stuff. Hit that follow button, hit that sub button. And if you haven't hit that like button on the YouTube stream, make sure to do that on the way out. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Go check out the videos I'm uploading on the channel. Go check out Tilly's videos as well as Pocket Ads. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Adios. Have a good one.
Peace out, Jet.
Yeah, let's do this shit.